I don't mind if this is a hot take or not. I'm gonna say it. I think chowder is way better than flapjack. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet again another beautiful day slash night slash, well, I don't know, whatever time of the world it is you're watching this. Here with your favorite Vitamin DGR, we're back at it again in the nightmarish world of Shin Megami Nocturne. Because you already know, it's Wednesday, which means it's time to just hurt. Yeah, if you guys remember, I don't know why I said that. If you guys slash gals remember, I have to go to the 5th Kappa. I'm not looking forward to that. But I did say I was going to do it, because I have to do it. Also, it's occurred to me, I just want more money. I don't feel right having money, or like a low amount of money. I feel like I should get some more. Also, I don't really like my demons all that much. But, flippin' well, I suppose. Should I try this actually seriously? Oh man, I don't remember the 5th Kalpa's platform thing though. You would think I would get better at this, but I just can't. I panicked. My item! Yeah, I panicked. That's what I get. I don't remember the platform. Ugh, I don't remember it. I'll just stay in the middle. Oh, never mind. I'll try to be in the middle. Okay, I got something. I truly forgot. It's been a minute since I've been in the Nocturne. Gosh, that was just the worst I've ever done in my life. But oh well, I suppose. I guess I have no choice but to continue. Although I didn't take as much damage, so I guess that's some progress. Okay. Anyway, for those that want to recap of our last adventure, we got to the 5th Kalpa. So, yeah, there's that. And we need to go through these doors. Some of them require certain demons. Still kind of worried because I didn't want to look up anything. Although I did have quite a few off-camera friends be like, you finally made it to the 5th Kalpa, huh? And I said, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Good luck. I was like, whatever. Then again, they actually are playing SMT5, so I guess I could laugh about that because... You know what, I'm not going to say reasons why. Let's just say I'm looking forward to hearing their suffering, we'll say the least. In any case, I have the infinite thing, so now I can just continuously use healing stuff. Well, granted, I have to have them in party, but it's fine. Let's see, how do I get down again? I need... Oh wait, I didn't go this way. I should probably map out this area, huh? And you know what? I'm in a fighty mood, so no run. Come on, bring it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling like talking about a bunch of, Well, there actually is something I want to talk about later on in the episode. Something completely off off tangent to the, rants I'm probably going to do this episode. Because I was just thinking about old Cartoon Network shows. Like, yeah, like the middle 2000s and all that are really good. Like, my heart talk about Chowder was one thing, don't get me wrong. But, oh yeah, I forgot about this. But I was thinking, like, gosh, Cartoon Network used to have, like, seriously goated shows. Like, some of their golden era shows were just amazing. So, obviously, there's newer shows, well, not newer shows, but shows that people probably know a lot more of, like Gumball or Chowder. But I'm thinking, like, other shows from, like, way back when. I'm thinking like show. Well, not really Gym Partner's Monkey. That its funniest moments, but. And before we go further, I will bring up other variants of Cartoon Network. Like obviously, I want to think about the serious ones, like Code Lyoko and Secret Saturdays as well, which I'll be talking about them as well at various points as long as I remember. But I was thinking like other OG shows like classic Samurai Jack. Like Iron Weasel, like whatever happened to Robot. Well, actually, what happened to Robot Jones? I don't even remember whatever happened to Robot Jones. Which I'm certain, probably like the 3% of you that, actually no, some of you guys might know exactly whatever happened to Robot Jones is. I don't really remember all too much about it, other than the fact that this platform is completely useless, and I should heal myself because I'm about to die. What happened to all my beads? I used to have like 1,000,000 beads. Ugh, gross. Anyway, I guess I'll just go down from here. Yeah, whatever happened to Robot Jones, I don't really remember too much about it other than, and hopefully I'm not wrong on this. Ow, I guess. Wasn't it like they engineer a robot to like go to what is that, middle school or something like that. But it was truly a robot that they all know as Robot Jones, and he got bullied a lot. And I remember, like, he was just trying to fit in despite being a robot. I'm pretty sure he got bullied by some dude. I think he had a crush on this girl with, like, braces. Like, had, like, the full headgear set. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about Robot Jones. I was just going in my mind here. And at some point I'll probably forget, and I'll probably just pull out my phone and pull up old Cartoon Network shows. But I'm trying to go by the ones that, you know, just, like, pop in my mind. The immediate ones that just ring a bell in my head. So I'm just gonna go ranting about that for no apparent reason whatsoever until later on when I get bored. But yeah, the reason why is because I was thinking about Cartoon Network, what it used to be and what it is now. And I was just doing like I can't take credit for it. There was like a YouTube video. Well, of course there is. They were talking about like, oh man, Cartoon Network shows used to be way different back then as they were now. And you know what? You're true. You're right. Obviously it's just different generational things, but a lot of the shows that most of my audience, you guys hopefully know, that you remember so fondly, that nostalgia, let's be honest, most of those goated shows usually kind of happened around like late 90s to early 2000s. Like there weren't really many... Did I just go the wrong way? Yeah, I did go the wrong way. Most of the shows that you're probably remembering of were usually shows from like that period. That like... what, 20-year gap or so? Yeah, that's right, I'm an old man and all that. Oh, I need to go this way. Wait, no, I need to go that way down. Got it. So I need to go this way? Yeah. Because, like, when I think about Cartoon Network shows, especially good Cartoon Network shows, like, there's very few that pop my mind for, like, you know, the current... Well, I won't say modern era, but more later ones. Like, Adventure Time and Regular Show and Gumball, yeah, but they're more, like, you know... Well, not now, but they're more recent. But when I think about OG shows that, like, you know, were super good, that you remember so much of, think of shows like Ed, Edd n Eddy, for example. That is a classic, and I can't imagine anybody not liking that show. It's still so artistically well done. And honestly, well, let's be honest, like, Double D's just so good. But the dynamic was great, despite the fact that, you know, they were, you know, jerks to the Eds, and it's not like the Eds were absolutely good saints except for Double D. Ooh, I should heal myself. I should really stop using my skill so much. But it's just interesting when I think about these shows about Ed and Eddy. You know what? Let's just go on Ed and Eddy for now, for the time being. I'll talk about other shows later. Let's talk about Ed and Eddy. In case some of y'all forgot, because I can't imagine my audience hopefully not knowing what Ed and Eddy is. Ed and Eddy was a show that came out in the 90s. I think it was like late 90s. I don't really remember when specifically. I swear it was like late night. I was like, I don't even know if I was much. I was really. When was it? Was in the 90s? I was a young little one in the 90s. That's for sure. But Ed, Edd n Eddy came out, and the whole premise of it is there's these three guys. Obviously, Ed, and Eddy. Literally all named Edward. Oh god, here I am in this freaking place. The premise of it was, and I don't think I'm too like outstretched on this when I say this. The premise of it was like, so the three Eds, they became friends somehow. I really sometimes wonder why Double D bears with them. They have their own different dynamics. Like, so there's Ed, let one brimming with light step forward. I don't think I have any of these demons. Brimming with light. Ed is Ed, excuse me. He's the tall one. He's the like the lovable oaf. But he's like monstrously strong. Oh, thanks, appreciate it. He's like monstrously strong. I'm gonna use Deadly Fury. But he's got a good heart, even though he's a simpleton. He's that kind of character. Then you have Ed with 2Ds. He is the brains of the outfit. The one with the black sock for a hat. That is the smart one. You never really see what's under his head unless you like really search, or you played that one Cartoon Network Lunch Brawl game that I'm pretty sure I played a lot of, because that memory just popped in my head immediately. He's the engineer. He's the brains of the outfit. He's like the moral compass, even though people just kind of like, whatever, Double D. That was his thing, by the way. Luck, huh? Let me see. What are my luck demons? Wrong button. And then there was Eddy. Eddy was like the planner, the maker. He was the guy that was like, yeah, he had the ambition. He was the short pink one that was the loudmouth. I'm pretty sure some people will agree with me on that one. Not really many demons that have like high luck. I don't think I can do it. Well, I mean, okay, Black Frost kind of has a luck, but I don't trust it. I feel like it'd be good if it was like 25 at least. The whole premise is the three of them basically just come up with various schemes, usually Eddie, to try and get money to get jawbreakers. If you wish to pass, let one of great strength step forward. Let me just check my demons here who have strength. Let me see. My demons. Who's got great strength? 22, 20, 23, 26. Oh, but I can't use Rido. I don't think I have any. Well, again, Black Frost. He's somehow like 24. I just feel like I don't know what the threshold is, and I don't want to risk it. Oh, but I remember why I have Black Frost. I have Black Frost because I think there was like a door that was like, I need darkness. Darkness overtake you. And then I was like, okay. So I gotta find that dark door, wherever that is. But yeah, the whole premise was the Eds come up with schemes in order to get money from the kids of the cul-de-sac. And there were a bunch of kids in it. There was Kevin, who was the bully. He was the jock, whatever. There was Naz, who was like the, yeah, everybody likes me. Well, no, everyone had a crush on Naz, all the guys. But she was just like, you know, the total bro girl. Wish to pass, let one of great magic step forward. Who's got great magic? I think Lilith probably has great magic, right? My Lilith has great magic? Yeah, let's try Lilith. There was Jimmy and Sarah. Jimmy was the sweet baby. Well, no, he wasn't a baby. He was like just the softy one. He was the sheltered, gentle kid that easily would be the type of guy that... I don't condone boning here on the Vitamin networks, but let me just say this. If at any point Jimmy was around you and you were just like done with something, like you were just annoyed, like maybe somebody pissed you off, maybe you like dropped your ice cream or something, you just had a bad day, Jimmy's the type of kid that, I kid you not, you would just like grab and stuff into a locker. Like you would just be like, you know what, screw you, Jimmy, and just grab him by the collar and just throw him in there. Hey, Lilith. Sweet. And I feel bad saying that, but honestly, he was that kid. But that's why he was close with Sarah, who was actually Ed, the single D, his little sister. The loudmouth that, hot take, I don't care if people don't like it. Does anybody really like Sarah? Except for, obviously, I guess the person who played Sarah, you probably liked it, but does anyone really like Sarah? Also, can I, like, punch Barong? I hope I can, otherwise this is gonna suck. Okay, I can punch Barong. I forgot if I could. I'm thinking of Rongda. Rongda I can't physically attack, but whatever. Sarah was the loudmouth, but basically Jimmy's protector, BFF. I don't know if they were in a kind of like connection or whatever, because back then they weren't really much on relationships or whatever, that nonsense. But, yeah, that was their whole thing. Let's see, who else was there? There was probably the funniest character of all the kids. Oh, wait, actually, no. Before I mention him, there was Johnny. Johnny was the black kid who had the wooden board named Plank, who was apparently, like, the cool kid, even though Plank was, you know, a wooden board. Didn't do anything special. I'm gonna just suck some life out of you. Thank you. Johnny, I don't know how to describe Johnny. I can describe all the characters pretty well. I, for the life of me, cannot think of how to describe Johnny other than weird. And that's coming from me. And I like a lot of weird things. Johnny is a weird kid. Actually, since I guess they go to... Wait, what do they go to? Preach-Ki Kai? They're teenagers? They're preteens? I don't fully remember their age, but whatever. But whatever, I'm off on Johnny. Then there's the funniest character. I need to go down, and then left, and down. Okay. Then there's probably, in my mind, the funniest character. Want a great agility step forward. Ooh, who's my agility demon? Rolf. Rolf is so freaking funny. I dare anyone to... I think Hrausberger might be fast enough. It's more than 25. I don't think I have any other demons that are that quick except Rhino, so let's try Hrothgar. Rolf is the funniest dude. He constantly does the son of the shepherd quotes. That's just so endearing. Like, for context, this might stir a memory in people. I'll present this. Thank you. I was on the YouTubes because, you know, YouTubes. I know you guys like me. And by the way, I'm hoping that you guys here on YouTube like the stories and everything else I tell because I'm... Wait, how would I go all the way around? I would go left, then up, then left, then down. Wow, I gotta go all the way around because of that. That's nonsense. Yeah, that's super lame. Okay. I'm hoping that you guys in the YouTubes, if I'm stirring some memories, giving some nostalgia, or you want to hear more of my voice in general, I hope that you guys will follow more of my content by liking and subscribing to me, because that way I can, you know, be more endearing, keep this up, want to do more of this. I mean, granted, I'm still doing this anyway, but it's nice to know that I'm acknowledged. You know what I mean? I'm an attention pleaser. Starved. Whatever. But anyway, back to Eds. Rolf is the funniest dude. In context, I was on YouTube, and who did I watch? He doesn't know me. Like, it's not like we know each other in real life. I'm just another, like, fan of his work. But there was this dude named Tariq, who he has his own YouTube channel called Toonrific Tariq. He reviews various old cartoons and such. And I think he was talking about the Eds at one point. Like one who embodies chaos step forward. Oh, maybe Black Rider. Black Frost can work here. No, not you. The other black one. Where's Black Frost? No, not Mother Harlot. I want to try Black Frost. Sorry, hold on. I gotta go back to the game before I go further on the Eds thing. The reason why I'm trying Black Frost is because I'm remembering, like, he gave me, and I said this in the last episode, even though I have all these demons that, you know, seem all chaotic and everything, like, he gave me the Satan Magatama. He gave me, and he I don't know, I'm just hoping that maybe I'm just right on this. Otherwise, I'm scared he might die, so... Please? The door would not budge. This is not the one I seek. Be gone. Ah! Oh, it just straight up killed him. Okay. Well, so much for me thinking on that. Sorry, Black Frost. I tried. Wait, where am I? It sent me all the way back? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that sucks. I guess he doesn't embody chaos. So much for that idea. And I don't really have the nerve to bring you back. But I will, just because I'm a nice guy. Who's got Recarm? Recarm. You have some Arcarm. There you go. Sorry about that, buddy. But hey, I learned, so that works out. Anyway, back to the Eds. There was a video special that he talked about the Eds at some point. And because I watched that, it brought up a link to, like, just various, like, Ed and Eddie, like, moments. And they had, like, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember fully what it was called, but there was, like, a Valentine's special. Like, I know the premise was, like, it was Valentine's Day, and everyone's, like, giving their Valentines, and I think the Cankers, who I'll talk about later... Was this Magic or was this Agility? I think it was Magic. Okay, cool. One of the Cankers, May... I do not remember... I think it was May, Marie, and... I don't remember the other Canker. The Canker sisters were essentially like the female equivalent in Agree to the Ed boys. Like, May was basically the female ditzy Ed. She was the blonde one, but, you know, an airhead. There was Marie... hoping I'm not wrong on this. I think Marie was the blue-haired, like, loud, gothy one? Well, not really goth, but she was like the blue-haired one. I shouldn't say she was goth because she had blue hair. I don't remember the redhead curly one. Curly May. I don't know what her name is. Oh, man, I can't do anything on you guys. Darn it. I'll just use this. But yeah, that's the context of the Cankers. They were constantly harassing the Eds. They liked them, I guess, but whatever. It is what it is. The Valentine's special basically talked about how May was trying to, like, you know, be romantic to Ed and harass him and all that jazz, and he wasn't having it and ran away. Sucks to suck, I guess. And May was, like, super broken about it, like, oh, nobody loves me, blah, blah, blah. Punch. You're dead. Later. And then Double D, being the foolish, soft angel he is, decides to sacrifice his Valentine for Naz, because, again, Naz is like the girl that everyone wants to be with, I guess. He sacrifices his Valentine for her. In exchange, he turns it to a Valentine for Mei. And you're like, okay, well, and I know people probably remember the show. Oh, that panics? Oh, cool. People probably remember the show are like, oh, I actually didn't know that. That's actually pretty neat. I probably should have read it. Mei ends up falling for Double D, and normally it's like, well, what? That doesn't make any sense. So here's the other context of it. We're not thinking like, oh, it's just sweet because it's a Valentine's gift, all that jazz. No, apparently in this episode, Sarah and Jimmy, how's it going, Star? Welcomes. In this episode, oh, you couldn't cast magic? Oh no, you're muted, not panicked. In the episode, Sarah and Jimmy end up like becoming cupids, so they shoot Mei to turn her into falling in love with Double D. And the reason why I bring it up is because the funniest thing is after they giggle and shoot Mei, who starts like, you know, going all hard eyes for Double D, it cuts to a scene where Rolf is like drinking water, and then he's like, Rolf, by the way, he speaks of himself in third person. He's like, Rolf spells the, what was it, like the merry mischief of cupids or something? Oh no, the merry making of little impish creatures among us, or something like that. I don't fully remember the line, but by God, it is the funniest thing. Rolf is just a funny dude. Like, obviously the ads carry the show. And to be fair, even despite my dislike of Sarah, there's really nothing in the show that's, like, not goated. Like, there's a reason why it's a great show. I'll go more on the ads in a second, but I just wanted to bring it up. Like, yeah, the shows that they used to be... Cross Circuit Speedy, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. The reason I bring this up, y'all, is because I was thinking about, like, the other shows. It wasn't just Ed and Eddie that was good. Like, yeah, we have Samurai Jack, and yeah, you could constantly talk about, like, Samurai Jack was, like, goated then, and it is good now, but I want to talk about other shows that, you know, haven't really gotten proper love. Or, well, they have gotten proper love, but I just want to, like, trigger you guys in nostalgia. Granted, I'm not going to talk about all A-tier shows. Like, obviously, I could go miles on minute about other great shows like Billy and Mandy, which, for those that did not know, actually started as a pilot based off a combo show called, I believe, Grim and Evil. I wonder if anybody remembers the evil part of Grim and Evil. But I want to talk about the other shows that you might have forgotten, like, trying to remember some, like Camp Lazlo, for example, which was okay. I think I liked the first season. I don't remember how many seasons there were. Pretty sure I liked the first one, but later on I just kind of like lost interest, I guess. Camp Lazlo was one. I remember My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I talked about that one. Actually, My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Should I go on that rant? Whatever. This is, I guess, it's gonna be a rant one for this beginning part of this video. Actually, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oh, it mutes, not panics. There we go. Now I'm properly reading it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Deadly Fury because the crit rate's way too good. My Gym Partner's a Monkey was another Cartoon Network show that started, what, early 2000s. It was around the same era as Code Kids Next Door, another A-tier show, and then Squirrel Boy, a show that nobody remembers. I'll go on those rants later. The premise was, there's the kid named Adam Lyon, Lyon, by the way, who... Okay, I'm sorry. Actually, before I even go even further, I gotta just start by saying, I understand why, but I'm also want to ask the question of why. So, and the reason I bring this up is because, what is this? That one of great vitality stuff for it. Do I have any vitality units? Oh, I have your Lunger. Your Lunger has a vitality. So Adam Lyon, Lyon, I guess, I don't know, like the staff or teacher staff were like going through papers and like, oh, I guess maybe somebody just can't spell. So they spell it Lion. And they're like, wait, this kid isn't a kid, he's an animal. So they sent him to a school where animals, you know, can talk and all that jazz, like whatever. Comment sounds well, sweet. Okay, now we go here. Even though I don't know where here is. Looks like it just kind of goes in a loop kind of deal. So he ends up getting sent to, I don't remember what the school's name is, but basically it's a school filled with animals. And of course there's this whole thing where he like tries to survive despite being the one human. Oh, wait, what? What's the point? Wait, what the heck is the point of going through this, then? No, sorry, I gotta, like, talk about this. Is it just a shortcut to, like, get around? Do I need, like, a Demon of Chaos to get through here? I think I have to go through that down part. Oh, that sucks. I don't have any demons that can do that. I guess I gotta go lower. Alright, take me back through. Gotta do this again. The show itself was cute. I don't properly remember too much about... Actually, to be honest, y'all, I don't really remember really anything of My Gym Partner as a Monkey, other than the main character being Adam Lion, who I know I've heard her voice in like a million things before, because she was in like a lot of cartoons I used to watch when I was little. I guess I'll go further down. I don't know, My Gym Partner as a Monkey had some gold moments and then had some non-gold moments that I'm still wondering. And I think the fact that I don't really remember it as much as I remember other shows like Codename Kids Next Door kind of worries me. Because maybe that means in my mind it just wasn't that great a show. Oh, God! Hi, you guys! You guys are, like, strong tier demons! Hey, what's up? Why are you all, like, here? And why are you all here? Huh. That is unexpected. Win, please. Luckily I got Rido's Almighty. That'll hopefully use some damage. Yeah, I guess Gym Partner... I guess I can't go too much on a rant on Gym Partner, because I don't really remember all that much. I guess I'll just talk about other A-tier shows, like Codename Kids Next Door. No, I'm not gonna go too much into the discussion on it. It's just something that I was thinking about, like... What do you guys think about when you think about Cartoon... If you guys do watch Cartoon Network? What are the shows that, like, really scream at you, like, oh my gosh, I remember this dude, like... Yo, freaking Johnny Bravo, or Powerpuff Girls, or any of the other shows. Like, these were the shows that, like, did it, dude. Yeah, I totally get you, man. Can I charm? I don't know if I can charm Mata, though. That's what worries me. So I'm actually going to just work on getting rid of you. There we go. Let me know what you guys... Ow! Think about... Oh, God. Oh, you have to die. You have to die now. Oh, you block wind. Oh, flippin' fantastic. Sorry, I gotta get a bit more focus on the... Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't have to worry about it too much. I was about to say, I gotta get more focus on the game while I don't remember what your Lunger was weak to. Why does it do so much freaking damage? And I don't remember what Cert is weak to. So I don't want to risk it. So instead I'll just get some energy back. Heal you. I should try using those other items, huh? I can use lightning. Lightning will work. Nope, lightning didn't do enough. I don't remember what Cert's weak to, so time to use an item. What are you weak to, Cert? Drains fire, dulls dark, nerve, and mind, weak to ice. Do I have ice on this team? Oh, duh, I have, you know, the giant ice bird. What other goated shows? Code Lyoko. Ooh, actually, if I'm gonna go on a tangent about good Cartoon Network shows, I can't not bring up Code Lyoko. That was like one of those shows that I thought was an anime, even though it wasn't an anime. That and Megas XLR, but I'll go on that later. Code Lyoko, for those that do not remember, and if it's on the tip of your tongue, do not worry, your boy's got your back. Code Lyoko was a show that was made by, I believe it was a Canadian studio. For some reason I'm thinking French Moon, but that's the people who did Fate and Melty Blood and Tsukime. No, Crescent Moon Studios, I think that was their moniker. Oops, don't want to throw anything away. The whole premise was like the coolest. Oh, man, I took like one step. Ow! Do you mind? Like, I'm trying to tell a good, entertaining story, quote unquote. I don't need you doing this to me. Also, now that I think about it, I can use physical attacks no problem. I don't know why, I just realized that. Code Lyoko was basically, and I'm not remembering where it was. I think it was at like some sort of like private academy or boarding school somewhere. And the premise of that was, and I'm really going by memory here. I know I could just honestly look it up, but that wouldn't be any fun, now would it? One of the main characters, this kind of like nerdy genius kid named Jeremy. There we go. I don't know, he's just like some regular dude being harassed, you know, point dextery. You sense a strong power from beyond the door? Oh, right, I do remember that. Maybe I should just finish my rant real quick. Yeah, but I'm gonna be talking about Kolyoko. I'll probably talk about Kolyoko during the fight. Let me just use this. And then I'll use one of these, because I got enough now. I'll just talk about it during the fight. I was about to go on more of the Kolyoko thing, but hold that thought. Let's see what happens when I go through the door! Hello? Is there potentially my death? Oh, you have a voice. Oh, I know this voice. I know this voice actor, but what the heck is his name? I just played it. I heard his voice in Onechambara.
I can see by the darkness in your soul that you have chosen to disregard my warning.
Oh, right. You're the voice from, like, what, like 2 kalpas ago? Who was like, do not proceed any further. Do you see yourself as human or demon? And I was like, eh. And he was like, well, if you wish to find yourself human and achieve salvation by God's decree or something like that, leave this place and do not go further. But if you embark further in this dungeon, then I will regard you as a demon and you shall face holy judgment, which I'm pretty sure he said that, and the fact he says noble makes me think that maybe he's an angel? Quote unquote, maybe, hopefully? I've been wrong before.
You are beyond the point of redemption. I cannot turn a blind eye to the fallen angel's abominable plan to foster the birth of a new demon.
But I'm a good-looking one, except for the spike on the back of my neck. It's kind of like the equivalent of Denji's... God, that's bright.
Is just as grave a sin.
Hey, can you kill the light, man? Like, God, leave. I actually have to turn my brightness down.
Listen, fiend. Foul demon whose soul is tainted with darkness. Listen,
oh, it's Metatron. Got it. Ah, that makes a lot more sense. I figured it was an angel. I don't know why I was thinking it was like Michael or something. Whatever happened to the Seraphs? Like, my reasoning, because I remember when I dealt with Futomimi and Baal Avatar, I fought Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. If I said the name wrong, I apologize if I haven't. And I was like, okay, well, what about Michael? I guess I'm not fighting Michael, but I'm fighting Big Meta over here. Metatron, who, by the way, I remember in later SMT games, has a description of being so large that it's basically ridiculous. Like, they shrink him down for, obviously, gameplay tactics, but Metatron is apparently a freaking large entity. I cannot stress that enough. Just had to toss it in there real quick.
I am Metatron. I am one with God.
And soon you're about to see him.
By his divine will, I shall destroy you.
I am one with God.
Feel the wrath of God, disciple of darkness.
Kind of more in the neutral plane. You say you're one with God, and this is the confidence in me talking. I'm about to make you go see him.
Face my judgment, accursed spirit.
Ow, okay, you go first. Ah. Alright, well, I guess I gotta focus on the boss fight. What is this, like, triumphant... Oh, well, I guess I'm fighting, like, you know, Metatron, who's in the very high hierarchy, excuse me, of, Angels and Demons. I'm surprised. You have a lot to say about me, but you don't say anything about Raito. What about the other dude right next to me? Like, he's been kind of doing some good work. Granted, he's not, like, an absolute saint, but what do you gotta say about this? Like, He is alright, but I do not like you. Specifically you. I do not like the fact that you run around topless. There are many men and women watching this game. They do not need to see this. Well, that's just rude, friend. I'm just trying to have fun here. Well, guess I'll just start by doing the old classic, buff myself up, weaken you, and hope for the best. Alright. The Kolyoko rant can wait. Alright, there goes my buffs. Waste of time. Ow! Alright, that hurt too. I have focus still on, but I don't have the energy to do much. So... wind hopefully works. Okay. But I can still weaken you, though. Actually, what would be better? Give me a crit rate. I also gotta see if physical attacks work. Uh-oh. Okay, so I got a crit, but it said pierced, which probably means physical attacks don't work? Unfortunately, this is a boss, so it's not like I'm gonna know. Which worries me, because... should I just throw a weak attack just to see if physical attacks do anything? I don't know if I want to risk it. I also don't know if I want to risk electricity, because I know Metatron... well, Metatron usually has, like, light skills in later games. Let's try electricity, screw it. That didn't do much. I don't want to risk a wind. I don't want to risk a physical attack. I think I'm just better playing it safe. Whatever. Ooh, he's got insta-kill skills, eh? Should have counted for that. Well, this is whatever. We're okay with this. If we keep this up, he doesn't, like, get rid of his debuffs. I can handle this. Then again, I can throw this. Let's try ice. Okay, ice is alright. Just gonna lower that. Save your turn. Rhino really does the most. I know I talked about this last episode. Why do I not do as much? Maybe it's just my build. I don't know. I'll worry about it later. I'm just gonna do it again for... actually, I'll do Tekisatsu. That did a lot more damage. Well, it didn't crit, but it did a lot more damage. Ah, see? That's what I worried about. I was like, does he have something that gets rid of his debuffs? And I was right. Or crud on a skit. Alright, whatever. I'm on this. Because I could just do provoke again. And then I can heal us. Oops, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, so back on Ko Lyoko. Yeah, Jeremy, I don't fully remember the context, because again, we gotta talk about, like, back in early 2000s when Maguzi was a thing. Yeah, remember Maguzi, y'all? Remember getting back from school and having to, like, tune in, and you saw, like, this, what, is a girl in a submarine, or go to a submarine and talk about, like, the cooler shows that once you got off school you got to see? Yeah, that was a thing. But, I'm just gonna, like, drain you. During that point was Ko Lyoko. I don't remember what the first episode was, but at some point, Jeremy, like, I don't know if he just runs away from bullies, or he's just trying to get away from everything. He runs into this old abandoned factory quite a distance from town. And I'm not talking about a small distance, I'm talking like, it was a good distance from town. And when he does, he ends up discovering, like, this old laboratory, this old supercomputer. And in the supercomputer, he activates it, and it's like...
dare oppose me, demon. Then I shall crush you with my full strength.
Wow, you just don't like my rant on Ko Lyoko, huh? I mean, I get it, it's fine. Oh, no. Oh, double no. Ow! Oh, that hurt quite a bit, actually, huh? Oh, you got that nonsense Megadolone? Of course you do. Why am I surprised? Of all the people to have it, it's freaking Metatron. Thank you for the crit, though. Should I get rid of that, or I should heal? No, I could throw an item. I have plenty of them now. Get rid of your nonsense buffs. No Kadra effects for you, son. In fact, I'm going to weaken you. And let me throw a healing item on us, because I think I have a beat chain. Ah, feeling great. And that's just back up. Ow! Oh, of course it was crit. Whatever. I mean, at least on Raito, it was like whatever. It was Raito, so it's not going to do all that much. I wish I was as cool as him. It's the coat. I know it's the coat. That coat works wonders. No buffs for you. But I will take some energy. Thank you. I think it's honestly better just having Raito do all the work. I feel bad, but, like, I can't do anything. I don't trust my physical attacks, and this is safer. And cooler. He probably wasted a turn getting rid of my buff. He might use... If I use Tsukakaja, he might waste a turn to get rid of it. If I use Tetrakarn, he's just going to do Megadolon. I know he will. Whatever. He's going to do Megadolon. Yep. At least this is the way this is crit, right? Spells can't crit. What would be smarter? What would be smarter is to pass and let Raito do some more work here. I don't think he'll do Bakukaja again. I should throw some energy at Perlsfigure actually, because Perlsfigure is looking a little on the light side here. And no, I'm not talking about the light side as in like points. So I'm just gonna do that actually real quick. Yeah, he discovers Jeremy, back to Kolyoko, discovers this supercomputer. And he activates it because, you know, he's a nerd. He's got to do it because nerds rule the world. Heck yeah, represent nerds! And when he does, he ends up activating it and discovering that there's a whole world in that supercomputer called Lyoko, of course. And in it is actually a girl. Back then, I didn't think about it too much. I was like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. Oh my god, she's so, like, more human compared to, you know, like, normally 2D animation. But there was a girl named Aelita, which, by the way, is a very lovely name. Throw me a comment if your name is Aelita, because you have the greatest, like, a very lovely name. It's a very good name to have. I'm not even, like, joking around. I'm being conservative. And when he discovers it, he's like, oh, whoa. Oh, are you, like, real? And Aelita's like, who is this? And, you know, they start bonding, because, of course, two different worlds. It's basically the Tarzan thing. Two worlds, one family. No, I'm just kidding. But Aelita, I don't remember the whole beginning, but I think Aelita's been, like, in a tower for God knows how long. This, like, CG pillar. By the way, Kolyoko's interesting because the normal overworld, like, the normal worlds, I guess in our case, the normal actual world, like if it was our world, it would just be normal 2D flat, normal colors, just an average designed world, nothing too crazy on that. Lyoko, on the other hand, is like this, like, original computer, like, early 2000s CG world where everyone's, like, 3D and everything. Think of, like, the Treehouse of... Oh, I didn't get rid of this, did I? Ah! Actually, I didn't do too much. Let me just do some more wind at you. I'm just gonna start wailing on you normally. I'll heal up. Eat this. Give me a crit. Nope. Alright, screw me, I guess. I can either use you to get rid of your Makakaja buff and then throw a healing bee chain. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. I can throw it out. I got a number of bee chains. Like, this is the time to start using these items, I guess. I'm assuming I'll get... Well, I don't know. I'm in the 5th Kalpa, so who knows. See? And that's why I did it, because you're gonna freaking just spam Megadolon at me, aren't you? Did that do more damage, despite me getting rid of the buff? I think that did. Why did that do more damage? Whatever. So, again, back to Kolyoko here. He's like, I really wish that you could get out. And then he's like, I don't know how to get out. So the whole premise is like, Jeremy eventually becomes, and he, oh, I remember now. Jeremy was bullied, but he ends up becoming friends with the cool kid named Ulrich, who was like, you know, the lone wolf, the quiet, like, whatever, it's all fine. What I do what I want. And people just like me just because I'm super cool. And of course, like, the annoying girl, I think her name was Sissy, likes him and everything. I think they were in a relationship at some point, but that's just me going by memory right now. I gotta get rid of that Dekakaja. Pass your turn. I'll just do a casual attack. I'll pass your turn so I can use Crossworker to heal again. Because I think that'll be better. Sorry, Raito, you gotta wait a second. You know, you're not doing anything too super crazy. Then again, you have the Mahamon that worries me.
Grant me the strength to vanquish this spirit of evil.
Allow me to ask you this, Metatron. For what reason would you like to eliminate these fools?
It's quite simple, my lord. They are demons. They deserve punishment.
My son, you must understand. Men at heart are all foolish. But it is by understanding one's true self that they become wise.
My lord, I don't understand.
Basically, what I'm saying is, I shall not grant you the strength. You will most likely fall to them, and I shall be entertained.
My lord, why have you forsaken me?
Oh, you have this? Of course you have debilitate. The Fire of Sinai? Yeah! Oh, okay. That was new. And not fun. I really wish I knew you had that. Wait, of course I know you have that. Why did it just now occur to me? Metatron has a unique skill that has that freaking thing. Alright, well, time to use this. Well, I'm back to normal, but here's the problem. I need to waste a turn to bring you back, so... Yeah, back to Kolyoko. Ulrich ends up, like, being tagged along with some of Jeremy's things. He, like, helps him out and everything. I'm debilitated, which will explain why I'm taking so much more damage. I gotta waste a turn to, like, bring Hurlsfigger back. I don't think I have any other demons that, like... Well, I have Black Rider. I do have Black Rider. Oh, I have Black Rider. Black Rider has Samara Karm. But how many other healers do I have? That's a problem, though. Let's try Mother Harlot. I'm not really too loyal on Hurlsfigger. Hurlsfigger can heal, though. Don't get me wrong, but I have items to heal now. Are you just gonna do this nonsense now? Oh! Oh, you gotta be kidding! Well. Huh. Guess it's just us, Rido. I don't know how good it would be to just waste my turns constantly doing that. Yeah, sorry folks, I might be getting a little serious. The Kolyoko thing's gonna have to wait a little second. Because what kind of nonsense was that? It did Fire of Sinai and then it did Megadolone? I'm already debilitated. Oh well, time to use this. Could've used the B chain, that would have been actually way better, but oh well. Oh, actually I could use this. Get rid of the debilitate. Okay, hopefully I don't have to worry about taking as much damage. But this move is nonsense! What element is it? Is it fire? Why does it do multiple hits? I think literally each turn is just gonna be me healing and me, like... I gotta summon a demon to do it, but... It just takes up a turn, that's not worth. And I actually don't have that many B chains to be doing this. I need a demon that can... Or actually ability to weaken them. Or should I just go for constantly wailing on you? That Fire of Sinai thing, I'm not gonna lie, that is a pain in the butt. Because I do not know what element... I mean, it looks like fire, but, like... I don't know what element that is. Like, I don't know if it... Because I'm thinking... okay, here's my my understanding. My mentality of this. Fire of Sinai, I don't know if that actually is fire or if that's almighty. And the reason I'm saying that is because if Fire of Sinai is almighty, then there's really no point in me, like, trying to go for, oh yeah, I can just, you know, withstand it, blah blah blah. But if Fire of Sinai is fire, I'm thinking if I die, I could just, like, switch out naturally and just be like, okay, cool, I have a fire resistance thing. Because I don't know what Fire Sinai is, like, an element of. I hate the fact that it's a freaking, it's probably, like, all... I mean, I know, I'm thinking, like, SMT5, for example, that Fire of Sinai is, like, an almighty skill. So I'm probably, like, gonna waste my time if I really, like, okay, if I die, then it is what it is. At the same time, if I do this and lower its defense, that's a dumb idea. Don't really know what the smarter play would be other than hope for a crit. get an extra turn to think something out. Okay, I got a crit. Now the problem is, I need to summon a demon that can boost us. I need a demon that's really tough, and I'm thinking your Lunger. Because your Lunger's got some pretty good defense. Problem is, I don't really remember your Lunger's whole thing, and I don't want to just be sending your Lunger to die. Alright, folks, let me see the poll right now. Am I sending your Lunger to die? Let's see how many yeses and nos I get. Oh wow, that's a lot of I'm sending your Lunger to die, huh? I'm doing it anyway. Now you're just spamming Fire Sonai each and every time. Ow! Double ow! Okay, so here's the thing. I don't really remember what your Lunger has, so time to find out. I don't have the energy to do this anymore, so there's that. So I guess we'll just do this. Nonsense! Fire Sonai hits multiple times, too. That's the worst part. I thought Mega Dolon would be all it had, but... I could do Rakukaja. Yeah, that'd be a better idea. But I have to throw some healing on us. Oh, I don't want to use all my bead chains. Darn it. But it's better using that than Beads of Life. But I can't keep doing this. I gotta summon a ping that... Oh, thanks. Thanks, friend. Ow. Alright, what's the smarter play here? I should summon a demon that can heal. I gotta resummon back Lilith, but I guess it's not gonna happen. I should resummon a demon that can heal, right? Or a demon that can help tank hits. I don't really have any healing demons. That's my problem. Like, I don't think Nyx can heal. Black Rider can revive. Queen Mob can heal. I don't have much confidence on Queen Mob throwing Meteora Horns, though. Plus, it's my Pixie. She's my original. But I do need someone other than me to throw healing, because I don't want to use my last bead chain. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually skip your turn to heal us. I'm going to throw Rakukaja. Honestly, this might not be a bad thing. If I can get you to constantly get rid of my buffs, then I don't have to worry about Fire of Sinai. I'd rather either you use Fire Sinai and I get my Rakukaja on or not. Okay, well, we gotta get rid of that. Oh, no!
Ow! That hurt a lot. Please give me a crit. That hurt like the dickens.
We're gonna have to get rid of that for sure. Hey, how's it going? Welcomes.
It's also a lot. It's a lot of everything. My heart.
I don't know if I have the heart to take this. He only has almighty skills. I'm betting money that Fire Sinai is probably... Welcome, by the way, Dweeb Salat. I don't know if... Dweeb Safoot, excuse me. I don't know if this is my first time talking to you, but I hope you're doing alright. Welcome to my, pain, I guess. I don't really know how else to describe it other than this is rough. Negates the effects? No. I just gotta boost this more. Do I have an item that gets rid of his buffs? You want to see someone better than me, LOL? What are you talking about? Me? Oh no, I'm not better. I'm just... I don't even know what to describe it other than... Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Honestly though, no jokes a lot. Like, it's just nice having someone to chat to, so... By all means. Hopefully I can entertain. Hopefully you'll deal with my terrible Cartoon Network rants as I'm going on very periodically as I'm suffering this stress. Do I not have any items to get rid of? Ah, here we go. Dakaja Rock. Boom. No more nonsense Fire Sinai boost for you. Okay. Hopefully Rakukaja helps. Oh wow, Rakukaja did help. Yeah, dude. So, I was just talking about, like, old Cartoon Network shows. I just was... Well, during this process, I was talking about the original era of Cartoon Network shows. Not, like, the OG, but I'm just, like, spitfiring a bunch. Like, I went on a rant about Ed, Edd n Eddy. I went on a rant about how I don't remember things about Grim Event or Jim Harder's a Monkey, I'm actually currently talking about Code Lyoko, if that rings a bell to you. I'm just going to do this because why not? Give me a crit, please. And yeah, to finish that tirade, so at first, yes, you remember. Yumi totally was that person. Yeah, and speaking of which, yeah, so I talked about Jeremy, I talked about Ulrich. There was like the other kid named Odd who was like at first just some basic boring dude and ends up becoming like the friend, the fun lover. I need to give you some healing. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Queen Mob. And then eventually during one of Ulrich's training, because he's learning martial arts with Coach Jim, yeah, I remember his name, he ends up encountering this other girl named Yumi. Yumi's probably one of the characters that you most likely remember the most. She gets a lot of reception with that forehead of hers. And jokes aside, yeah, it was actually a really cool dynamic because she was like the new girl that didn't want to associate much. She was just like the tomboy, want to hang out with the guys kind of deal. What would be a smarter play? Giving you energy, yes. I'm actually going to give you more. Where is my chakra? You definitely deserve it. But the whole dynamic was eventually... Oh, okay, never mind, it's not mine. The whole dynamic was eventually these people, Ulrich, Odd, and Yumi, they end up getting sucked into, thanks to Jeremy, they find that there's another floor deep within. Because originally Jeremy's like, oh, well, Aelita, you're like really cute. How about you come out into our world? Because Jeremy totally gets a crush on her. You know, it is what it is. We all fall for our cyber girls. And after a while, excuse me, I'm really going on memory here. Aelita decides, you know what? I will leave this tower and try to find a way home. And she ends up getting attacked by these weird monster creature things, led by this entity known as Xana, which I still do not remember because I didn't want to watch that final season, because that final season was absolute trash. I don't want to watch a live action. Come on, I just don't. And if you're a fan of the live action, please tell me why. I really want to understand it. I don't want to bash too much. But why do you like the final season? It's live action, not fun. Let me throw a... Oh, you're weaker! Ooh! I can do this, actually. I know you're just going to waste getting rid of my buffs, but it's worth it, because that gives rid of a turn. So eventually, Jeremy's like, oh no, we gotta help Aelita. If only there was just something I can do. And then, I don't remember how, but they discover like there's another floor underneath it that has these pods that can send people into that digital world where they become like these video game characters. That's probably the part that I know a lot of people remember the most of. Because a first person's Ulrich, he gets sucked in, he becomes like this samurai dude, like the super speedy samurai. And yeah, the animation nowadays probably doesn't look as good as it should be, but let's be honest, it was still pretty cool. Because it basically was, you got sucked into a video game to save the girl that, oh, nonsense, debilitate. It's okay, I think I still have Rakukaja going. Yep. We're good. Actually, I can do this to just get rid of this real quick. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. I'll cheat on that. So eventually he sends Ulrich, and Ulrich's the first person. And at first it's alright, but Ulrich can't do everything. Like, he's cool, he's goated, don't get me wrong. I think Ulrich is, like... When it comes to, like, battles and everything, yeah, they all have their perks. Like, Ulrich's the speedy samurai, not just because he's my favorite. He's the speedy samurai with a katana. So obviously that's Vitamin's, like, passion right there. Then you have Odd, who... He's like this cat dude who has, like, arrows in his hands. I think he, like, shoots arrows out of his hands or something. He doesn't really have much else other than being the acrobatic one, and that's kind of it that I remember. Somebody will probably refresh me and hopefully get my mind going. And then there's Yumi, who... She was dressed up as the Japanese geisha-esque woman who had these, like, boomerang energy fans. Let's see, what would be a better thing? I don't think I need to Rakukaja anymore, but I'll do it anyway. Aren't those arrows hell limited? I know! I think they are! I don't fully remember, and hopefully you guys in the comment section, you can remind me. But I'm pretty sure, like, Odd, the purple one, again, if you forgot, Odd can't, like, do too much. Like, I know at a point he gets, like, I think a future seeing ability, and he doesn't have as many arrows to shoot. Like, he runs out, which is, like, the dumbest thing. Like, Yumi's boomerang fans, I remember, like, it comes back to her, and even if she loses it, it takes a second, but it comes back. Ulrich has a sword, so unlike the others, he can't do, like, long-range fighting, but he's so fast and strong, like, it doesn't matter. Odd, I don't truly maybe I just don't remember. Maybe it's just something on my end. But I don't know Odd's usefulness. And I don't want to say it against, like, those that hate Odd. Okay, you gotta really start with Debilitate, man. Come on. I don't really get Odd's thing on this, other than he's the third guy. He definitely has his clutch moments. I'm pretty sure he does, because otherwise, I mean, I would understand why he's not in the series, or why he's in the series this long. But yeah, it was basically just mostly Yumi and Ulrich for me. But yeah, they eventually go in, and they try to get Aelita out, but they discover that Xana apparently has this, like, energy that manifests itself in different ways in the world. Like, he's trying to take over the world, obviously evil, super virus kind of deal, nonsense, whatever. Like, he'll do episodes where it's like, okay, he'll possess people to, like, immediately, like, tell the truth, or he'll possess your significant other to kiss somebody, or he'll possess, like, a heater to blow up, or he'll possess cars and technology to go on the fritz and cause these electric shocks that knock people into comas. Like, Xana was a jerk. Like, truly a jerk. Save your turn. I'm just gonna... Let's see, what did he do to me? I didn't, so I can actually just throw some wind at you. Just do some more light damage. Because, yeah, it's definitely Rydell doing the most here. And the whole premise of, like, the first, what, 1 or 2 seasons? Because I think there were 3 seasons. Again, I'm going on pure memory on this. I'm hoping I'm not wrong on this. I think there were 3 actual seasons of the anime, or animated show, depending on how you look. I refer to it as anime / cartoon. That's the whole, like, conversation of, like, Avatar / Kappa Mikey. Is it an anime? Is it not? We can go and discuss that later. But, I'll just do this. The first 3 seasons, the first season's rough, but it is what it is. And it was the same premise of, okay, something weird's going on in the world. Must be Xana just screwing things up. Gotta go deactivate the tower, because in order for Xana to do something in the world, he activates these towers in Lyoko. Lyoko is this video game world, the supercomputer world I told you about, that apparently has a lot of effects in the reality. I still don't fully remember why, but whatever. And on the precipice of that, just gonna get rid of that, thank you. Xana activates the towers that causes the weird things I said, like the TVs going rogue, any evil copies. Xana messes up the world only by activating the towers. So in the first, I think 1 or 2 seasons, the whole premise is, okay, Xana's causing some mischief. We gotta send Aelita, because she's the only one that can deactivate the towers and stop Xana's power, for some reason. Unfortunately, Aelita can't really do all that much, at least in the first season. So we need, Jeremy, we need Ulrich, Yumi, and Odd to go in. Jeremy's role was, he was the support, he was the one that sent them in, so obviously they all had their use. We're not saying Jeremy's useless, because honestly, without Jeremy, we couldn't even get in there. So, give a shout out to Jeremy in the comments, y'all. So the first season, they would go in, Xana would cause something weird, it would be like, okay, we need all 3 of you, or 2 of you, or even 1 of you to go in and help Aelita get to the tower and shut this whole thing down. And they're like, alright, cool. And it's usually done, like, in a way where it's very stressful, because, like, maybe, I don't know, like, Yumi gets electrocuted and is about to die, or Ulrich is about to get cut by something, and Odd is about to get crushed by something. Like, it's usually like a buzzer beater, where they usually have one of the characters, or 2 or 3, go in and help Aelita, while Jeremy oversees, or maybe even be in danger. And the first season's always like, okay, Aelita just gets in right at the right moment to deactivate the tower, and conveniently, that tower, after it deactivates, it allows Jeremy to do this return to the past thing, where it literally rewinds time to before Xana does all this. And what's great about it is that it's usually like a lesson, like, okay, maybe there's an episode where, oh, I got him! Woo, yeah! I told you I'd be sending you to God soon. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, that's a crazy load of experience right there. Not enough to level up. Alright. Wow, that's it? Literally all my work for that? I don't even get anything out of it? Nah! Okay, well, whatever. Let me go queue my party and finish my rant here. Thank you, by the way. So yeah, that's the first season. And you're like, alright, cool. And then you find out there's a second season where, like, the characters get upgrades. Like, Ulrich gets 2 swords, or Yumi gets 2 bows, and I don't really remember what Odd gets. What does Odd get? Does he get more arrows? Odd must get something, right? Why do I not remember Odd's upgrade? So basically, Season 2, they all get upgrades. And Aelita can do stuff, too. She can, like, generate energy fields or something. Like, shoot aura spheres, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really remember. Somebody remind me later. You guys are going in. It's been over a decade since I've seen it. Yeah, I'm just kind of going on, like, true, like, nostalgia. What is this? Wait a minute. This looks familiar. This is the first... I've been here. This is the first place when I first began. Yeah, I remember the water and everything. Wow. Wow, how nostalgic is this? This is like literally the first episode. Okay, sorry, I gotta finish it. I don't remember what Odd's upgrades is, but yeah, Ulrich and Yumi get like cool upgrades. That's all fine and dandy. And of course, they, you know, do the same thing, but now they discover something else. Apparently, when they return to the past, it has this weird effect that makes Xana stronger. So his effects can't be as easily fixed. And now you're like, oh, maybe I can't return to the past now.
At our master's request, I have been waiting for you. Yours is an existence unbound by this world, and for that reason, you have infinite potential. Will the battle with God occur as our master wishes? Or will we forever remain in waiting while history repeats itself? I have thought about this at great length. May I ask you a question?
Have I ever played Final Fantasy X? Is 10 the one with Titus and Yuna? I think Titus was like, I forgot the sport in that. The soccer, but it's like flying soccer. I haven't played Final Fantasy X in the longest time. Yes, Blitzball, that's what it was called. They had like this one dude. Oh man, I don't remember. Why do I not remember? It's been like years. I never played the remakes. I played Final Fantasy X back when it was on PS2. Gosh, that's triggering me some memories.
It is true that all living things must perish, or at least to some degree. The details are strange, whatever.
You sound like Master Mike when you read. Well, first off, thank you for that. I appreciate the comment. And secondly, I'm glad that first off, I'm glad that you gave me that nostalgia, because it just occurred to me, the memory of that.
Bound by the invisible threads of fate, humans die tragic deaths. Does that seem fair to you? If you lost a loved one in a horrible accident, would you curse God? Ellipses. There's no need to answer. I told you it was just me boring you. But if you feel that fate has cheated you, then go and see our master. Yes, though long frozen, time shall soon thaw and flow toward the final battle.
That was cool, and also still a waste of time. Man, you're getting me hype on Final Fantasy X. No, I gotta finish my Code Lyoko rant. We gotta talk about Cartoon Network ones. This is a Cartoon Network show. Yeah, so part 2, they discover Xana gets stronger. And they're like, alright, well, I guess we can't return to the past as often. Sucks for us. Oh. Lift of the Abyss? The lift leads to the deepest part of the labyrinth. Ride the lift? Actually, no. Not yet. I kind of want to save in case I die. Does that mean I gotta run all the way back? I gotta run all the way back. Wow, that sucks. Oh, I guess I'll run all the way back. Also, something occurred to me. I'm gonna go back the floors. Where are the doors here? I need, like, demons that embody these things. I don't know what I need, but I need some demons that get in, like, the center here. I don't want to look it up, so I'm hoping somebody can tell me. But anyway, so they're like, alright, crap, we can't return to the past, but don't worry, they figured out some means to, like, get a handle of it. And then there's a third season. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I got it backwards. Or I think I got it wrong. I think Season 2, they don't get many upgrades. They just discover that Xana's power is growing stronger, so they have to be a lot more smarter. Season 3 is when they get upgrades. And they incorporate a new character. another, like, I remember his name is William, I believe. He's, like, the transfer student who's, like, taller, he's cute and kind, and, like, every girl, like, likes him and all that nonsense. Like, he's the type of pretty boy that annoys me, but whatever, he's a good person. He's honestly a good person. Like, jealousy aside, he's an actual good person. Although, Ulrich is like, I'm cool too, and he's like, no, you're not. Or everyone's like, no, you're not. I mean, you're cool, but you're not William cool. And Yumi definitely likes him, because there's this whole romantic tension between Ulrich and Yumi, that we can discuss that later. The problem with it, William gets sucked in because I don't remember the reason why. I guess they needed somebody, and Jeremy's like, well, you know our secret or something, so go in, I need your help. So they send William in, and William gets like a greatsword, which is basically like the equivalent of Cloud. Like, it's bigger than him, but it's like super cool. And at first it's like super awesome, because it's like, alright, cool, we got 4 people, and Aelita's actually doing work. Even though Jeremy still can't go in there, which I think Jeremy tried, it just, I don't know if it worked or not. I think there was an episode where Jeremy tried and it just didn't work out, but whatever. Deadly Fury, please. But yeah, William gets sucked in, and it's like, alright, cool, now we got 4 people to help out. Here's the problem on that. There's a point where I think William, like, falls into the... So each area in Lyoko has, like, this digital sea kind of deal, and it's this whole thing where, like, if you fall in, you, like, are dead, I guess. I don't know if he gets fall into that, or Xana takes control of him, or something. But basically, Xana controls him, so now William's, like, stuck in Lyoko as an agent of Xana. So, you know, he's, like, the counterpart, so he can't just summon monsters to, like, do all this nonsense. Now he has to have William, who's, like, a fitting foe, because he's, like, perfect in every way, like, a perfect complement to everything. Ulrich, even with his 2 swords, like, is toe-to-toe with him, but yeah, Evil William's, like, legit. And it's super cool. Oh, man, that really hurt a lot. But yeah, Season 3 was basically that, and they basically just they do the same old thing. Here's the problem, though, to end the Ko-Lyoko rant, and before I go to other ones, I don't know what demon is Chaos. I'll try Black Frost, or I tried Black Frost. I want to get in here. I don't know what demons equip Black Frost. Then again, I don't know what demons equip Light or all these other things. I guess I gotta leave. I gotta leave first. Let me worry about leaving before I worry about the demons. To end Ko-Lyoko's rant, there's a point where they decided we want to do more Ko-Lyoko. How do we do more Ko-Lyoko? Do we do a cool Season 4 that everyone wants? Or do we decide to do a live-action one that probably nobody asked for and we don't want? Oh, if you guessed B, yeah, you're right. They had a live-action for a season finale. As a fan, I watched 1 episode. Let me rephrase that. As a fan, I watched a quarter of 1 episode. And I shut off the video, and I haven't seen it since. In my mind, I'm just going to assume they beat Xana, everything works out well. I have a Lilim. Well, my Lilim evolved into Lilith. Oops. Into Lilith. Oh, that's right. Oh, Lilith's Chaos? No! Why didn't you tell me? Alright, well, gotta go back. I gotta go back all the way around. Darn it! Wait. Lilim or Lilith? Like, because Lilim is the small little, like, baby version that Lilith became. I need Lilim? Well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I was gonna go run back to save, because I really don't want to deal with fighting Metatron again, so let me just return you, and summon back... Oops. Summon back Lilith, and Hurlsberger. Well, either way, I have to go back and save, so I'll trust you, bud. I'll go buy a Lilim. Luckily, Lilim should be super cheap. Which, I guess out of context is really bad. Wait, what is this door?
If you wish to pass, let one of great strength step forward.
I don't have any strength demons. I need to seriously, like, work on my strength. Do I have anybody, like, at least close to, like, a high level? 22, that's not enough. 23. I could try Mother Harlot, but I don't know if that's high enough. I think it needs to be, like, closer to your Lunger, like 30. And I can't do Rido. Well, let me work one thing at a time. Let me go get this Lilim. Try this out. yeah, they did a 4th live action, and yeah, I'm just gonna end the Kolyoko rant right there because, like, nobody cares about the 4th. Well, okay, maybe somebody cares. Maybe somebody will convince me that the 4th season's, like, epic because it doesn't look like it is. And I'm really sorry. It just doesn't look fun. But yeah, to go back on other goated Cartoon Network shows, yeah, there were a lot. Like, Coded Kids Next Door was legit. I talked about the Eds, Samurai Jack, obviously. Dexter's Lab. Oh, God, Dexter's Lab was so... No, we're talking, like, another goated show. Not only was Dexter's Lab so good, Dexter's Lab was so good that it had, like, the best, like... You know your show's goated if you get one of the members of Black Eyed Peas to do a song for you. For those that do not know and are wondering why the heck I know, trust me, I got this weird trivial knowledge in my head. But will.i.am did a song called Secret. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, by all means, stop watching this video. Go watch it. I'll wait. Don't worry. I'll literally drop here. I'll drop my controller. I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm assuming you guys probably didn't, or maybe you had your phone and listened at the same time, whatever. But yes, you know what I'm talking about, no weebs. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That was so goated, dude. It was so good. Why am I about to use it? Oh, you're weak to ice. But Dexter's Lab was good, although if I had to have one slight complaint about the show, I'm a little curious on the animation change. It kind of did the American Dragon Jake Long change, but not as drastic. Don't get me wrong. It still looks good. I'm not having anything bad about it. I'm just curious onto why. I have no bad reasons on it. It's not like Drake. It's not like Jake Long. I'm just curious on why they did that specific change. But that's just me. What is Hellfang? High physical damage to one foe, huh? Is there a reason why you have this? That was a sin? Oh, are we talking about, oh, get rid of Mazio. Get that skill. Monosurge is next. The Jake Long change? Yeah. I talked about it a couple of episodes ago for Disney. And this one I wanted to be Cartoon Network, but I'm just going to briefly say it. Yeah, Jake Long, and I know you guys probably heard my rant, but I'm just going to go brief on this. Jake Long had 2 seasons. Season 1, Season 2. Season 1, he was like bigger, stouter, more Americanized dragon. And the... Oh, good dodge. Season 2, they decided to go for more, in my mind, this is my opinion, I think they went for more of like the cultural change of the dragon, because Chinese mythical dragons are long, dancing serpents that, you know, gracefully fly through the air. Which I vibe with, but not necessarily, and I get it, they're like trying to touch on roots, I guess, but I didn't like the change. Okay, I'm just gonna admit it. I understood, but I don't like it. So, I like Chinese mythos dragons, don't get me wrong. I just don't like how they look. I'm sorry, I just had to end the rant. But yeah, oh gosh, what else was goated in Cartoon Network's thing? There were so many goated things, and I'm trying to think of like older ones instead of newer ones. Like, yeah, I could talk about Adventure Time, I could talk about Regular Show, I could talk about Gumball. Ben 10, oh dude, Ben 10 was so... Actually, I should try this move. Let's try Hellfang. Missed. Useless. Alright. Of course you gotta crit. Ben 10, with its like 50 million seasons, the animation change was also... Okay, I agree with you completely. So Ben 10 had like... In its original run when he was a kid, was super cool, and yes, Tara Strong is a goated actress. Like, she's so lovely. I would be honored to meet her in IRL. I'm gonna provoke you so I can get energy back. When he was a kid, it had an original 10, back when, you know, it was just 10 aliens first season, before they hit the other ones where he had, like, several other ones. But Ben 10 was the first one. Then it did Alien Force, where he was a teenager. And I get it, they wanted to go for more serious kind of change. And actually, I liked Alien Force. Granted, it didn't have the sort of, like, sensible humor of the original Ben 10, but I liked how they went for more, like, serious approach on it. I was like, okay, I can dig it. And then it did the other part of Alien Force, slash Ultimate Alien, where Ben got cocky. What should I work on? I need more vitality. I want more health. Then again, I am using a lot more punch skills. Nah, more health. I don't need Force Drain. Go away. I already do it. Whatever, it's fine. Spiral Viper, huh? Gundari's begun to have violently. Please be good. I've had a really tough day. Kolioko's 4th season hurt me. Please be good. What happened? Power courses through your body. Oh, it gave me a free upgrade. Oh, that's legit, dude. Oh, I needed that so badly. Wow, that made my day. Ultimate Alien. I think the beginning part, Ben got cocky and was all arrogant. It's yeah, I'm Ben 10, man. I got all these powers and then some. I don't have to worry about nothing because I'm the greatest hero in the world. And I was like, all right. He kind of became a little crappy, I say, for my younger audiences. Shitty for my serious audiences. What did you debilitate me? Oh, you prick. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Here's my answer to that. And after Ultimate Alien, actually, you know what? If I'm talking about Ben 10, we gotta be proper on this. I might be wrong on the chronology of this. There was Ben 10, right? Then there was 2 movies. Oh yeah, my loves, my queens, my dream. Shame that they gotta die. Ben 10 had the original series, right? Then it had 2 movies in the original Ben 10 line. It had Race Against Time and Secret of the Omnitrix. Why I remember that, I do not know. I'm just going by here. I kid you not. It's just pure memory at this point. I'm about to die. Never mind, I'm good. Oh god, that actually shook me back to reality. I was like, hey, don't forget, don't just go on rants. You're entertaining here. Don't die here and lose out before you get to safety. Here's the door. Thank God, I need to get out of here right now. Race Against Time and Secret of the Omnitrix. And which is weird too because the name of it is curious. So Race Against Time, hopefully I'm right on this. If I'm wrong, I know you guys in the comment section will fix me. Race Against Time was the live action one where I don't remember much about it other than I guess he was going up against this entity called Eon, I think, who basically was controlling time and I don't know, he was just doing evil stuff, whatever. I don't remember the live action other than it was stupid. But I mean, kid me was like, oh dude, this is so legit. I'm not gonna do this because I suck at this, so I'm just gonna use this time to properly talk about Ben 10. You're welcome. I'm gonna drop my controller. There you go. But Secret of the Omnitrix was a series where I guess the Omnitrix has a self-destruct feature, so they try to yeah, I don't care. I'll take the damage. It's worth it. I'm not gonna bother. Secret of the Omnitrix is okay, they travel to find the creator of the Omnitrix, who they don't know at the time, but is Azimuth, who is okay, I can figure out a way to he's the one who created the Omnitrix, maybe I can find a way to cure it, but they have to get away from Vilgax as well. What's interesting about it is I understand Eon's thing of time, but I feel they should have called it something else and called the Secret of the Omnitrix the Race Against Time thing, because you are technically racing against time. But, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Whatever. So yeah, that was that. And Secret of the Omnitrix was actually legit, because that was the birth of, Way Big. I remember actually some of the aliens. After Ben 10 was Alien Force. Then after Alien Force was... And I'm hoping I'm not wrong on this. Did they do Ultimate Alien and then another live-action movie? Or did they do the movie? And I think they did the live-action movie and then Ultimate Alien. The live-action one was based on, teenage Ben, who was a lot more serious. They had the car. I don't remember it, other than I think Elena was in it, and Kid B had a thing for, any person that was goth, so there was that. Not that my opinions have changed much. Let me get back to Asakusa here. Oops, no, not there. Thank you. Then after Ultimate Alien, they did... Oh gosh, what was it? I think it was called Omniverse? They did? And I actually, of the teenage Ben 10s, Omniverse was actually my favorite one. Granted, its animation style was definitely different. The change was so much so that I was more blinded by the story and humor, and and entertainment that I didn't mind that the animation was, like, very questionable. Like, and if you're wondering, I dare you right now, here's another experiment for you, just to throw a different thing on there. Look up Kevin during Alien Force. Just Kevin Levin, like his old rival in Ben 10 who becomes his closest best friend. Look up Kevin 11, Alien Force era, and then, okay, now you got that picture, right? You're looking at it? You see it? Yeah, you see, yeah, there you go, there. The black shirt, that whole thing, yeah. The Kevin 11 Alien Force. Okay, now keep that image in your head. Just look at it for a minute. Give you 5 seconds. You got it? Okay, good. Now, I want you to get rid of Alien Force. Keep the Kevin 11. Look up Alien Force. Keep Kevin 11. Get rid of Alien Force. Look up Omniverse. Yeah. There you go. That's the change. It's different. Same voice actors though. They still have the same people voicing them. They still have. I think it was Greg Sires is his name. The dude who does Beast Boy. I think that's him. He's the one that does Kevin Levin's voice. They still have Gwen doing her voice actress of teenage years, of course. And of course, they have one of my favorite voice actors, who's probably in like everything that I could think of, Yuri Lowenthal, as Teenage Ben. Yeah, right? Like, it's so strange. Like, what was the deal with the change? I'm not... Okay, it's just so weird to me. And I it's weird because it's like so off-putting that it's like, okay, I can't understand this. Why do they do this? But it's cool enough that I kind of vibe with it. It's weird. I think it's one of those things where I got used to it, if that makes sense. And I don't know. It's just me ranting at this point, but there's something about the change on that was weird. But yeah, Omniverse is my personal favorite. They introduced a lot of things in it, like they introduced more things like feedback. They introduced more powers for Ben, and he was well beyond the whole Ben 10 moniker at that point. They introduced other characters like Rook, who I actually liked. Like, gosh, who's the stretch chick? Ellie, Annie? I think it started with an E. I don't remember her name. I know she was purple, and she was voiced by, fun fact, Yuri Lowenthal's actual wife, whose name escapes me. God, why do I not remember her voice actress? I know she was in so many things. Come on, Vitamin, think. She was Elizabeth. She was Mitsuru. God, I can't remember her flippin' name. Nah, it's not coming to me. Whatever. I need to get rid of a oh no, I just need to buy Lilim. Let's try Lilim real quick.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows.
Actually, do I have any demons to fuse while I have you? Because I could get a fusion episode. I think I have all of these demons. Darn, I don't really have any demons I want to get rid of. I could get rid of Futomimi, make Atropos, but I already have Atropos. And I don't want to get rid of Lilith. You know what?
All right.
I will get rid of Lilith. I'll bring it back. Register all, please.
All right.
All right. Let's do this just for the sake of having somebody new, because I do have to do a fusion episode. That is my moniker. I will buy back Lilith. Don't worry. Just gotta give different skills. Let's give you... What can I give you? I'll give you Mamudon. I'll give you Drain Attack. Actually, no, I won't give you that. I'll give you Rakunda. I'll give you Dark Pledge. I'll give you... Focus.
Are you sure?
Alright, here's your fusion episode, folks. While I continue more on my Ben 10 rant. Please don't mess this up, because I need Rhonda. God, I don't remember her name. Tara Platt? Is that her name? That just popped in my head. Is her name Tara Platt? I might be wrong on it. I apologize if I am. I really apologize if Miss Platt, that is your name. You're, listening to this, and you're like, some fan. I'm really sorry. I'm really grasping at straws here. It's obviously because I don't hear your voice as much as I hear others. Gradually, I will change that. I'm Ragda of the Fan Clan. I'm glad to meet you. But yeah, I digress. Omniverse did a lot of crazy things, but at least I liked Omniverse before they did that newer series, because later on I was like, I heard rumor that they were bringing Ben 10 back. I was like, oh, really? That'd be cool. And I heard they were bringing back some of the original voice actors. And I was like, oh, is it like another teenage one? Is it based off the adults? What's going on? And I found out, no, they brought back Tara Strong to do a kid version. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll watch an episode to see if the nostalgia's there. I'll give it to you. Nostalgia was there. It definitely was there. And that was all about it.
Are you sure?
Everything else was gone.
All right.
I did not watch any more of that. I can tell you that much. I need to buy back Lilim.
Welcome.
I'm gonna just try both
Cathedral of
Lilith
Shadows,
and Lilim, and then
where
we'll see.
demons gather.
Where is Lilim? Lilim should be like very far back here. Lilim. Lilim should be like a really low. There you are.
Are you sure?
And if not, then boom, we'll use you for fusion at some point. But yeah, just to end the bed 10 rant, yeah, it just wasn't happening. But yeah, tell me what you guys' favorite Ben 10 is in the comments below while I talk about another goated Cartoon Network show. Codename Kids Next Door. That's right, I'm going all over with this. In fact, I have a funny feeling I might be talking more about Cartoon Network shows, because of the three of them, Nickelodeon definitely had its hits. Disney had some occasional hits, but I think Cartoon Network was literally like the show, you know what I mean? Like, it was the station you tuned in for these reasons. You were like, yeah, I gotta go to Cartoon Network for this. So, I think this will be one of my last rants of Cartoon Network for this episode. We could talk more about it. I'll probably go on more tangents as we progress throughout this series, or continuing series, whatever the plural is. But yeah, Codename Kids Next Door was another one of my personal favorites, and the premise of that, in case you need a nostalgic like jumpstart, was it was in a day and age where kids were secret agents, and kids didn't have they had their normal names, but they didn't go by their normal names. They go by numbers. And it's numbers spelled with Numbah, in case you're wondering. Like number 1, who was the bald glasses wearing sunglasses kid. Yeah, number 2, who was the techie who had like, I think like he had like an what was it, like an aviator's helmet or something, like one of those like leather cap kind of deals. Number 3 was I think she was the Asian like lovable sweet one. Number 4 was like the Australian loudmouth funny one who was always up for a fight, and number 5 who was the sassy like black girl. All of them had their own strengths. The whole premise of it was they basically were like, again, I'm not gonna do this, whatever, I just want to rant. The premise was like they were constantly do these things, these missions in order to handle the evil adults. And don't get me wrong, not all adults were bad, but there were a number of bad adults that were just like, you know, oppressing kids everywhere. So what were the kids next door? They were the kids that stood up for the little kids and the bigger kids. Of course, up to like your preteen years. I think the cutoff was like 13 or something. Like the minute you hit teen, you had to be decommissioned, which was basically like using a plunger to erase your memory or something like that. Ow, by the way. Ow, again. And I don't fully remember most of the episodes. The thing that gets to me at Codename Kids Next Door was their episodes would always be referred to as operations. And whatever the operation is, their acronym would always refer to some point in the episode. Usually feature all of them, and all of them, like, there was no character in Kids Next Door I disliked. Like, if I had to say a least liked one, and I really stress the least, would probably be number... Actually, no, I do like them all evenly. I guess if I really have to stress my least liked character of the numbers, it would probably be number 4, just slightly, only because of the whole like bravado thing was just kind of like whatever. Like he was like the macho guy, you know what I mean? He was the one that was always up for a fight. But then again, he was the muscle, so whatever. That's just my own personal thing on that. Who am I sending to the team? Who am I missing here? Lilith. That's what I need. Boom. And then I'll just heal us, because that was just nonsense. But yeah, what I also liked about Codename Kids Next Door was their weapons. Like, they had these cool gadgets of weapons. Like, they had one that was basically like a spanking machine. Number T was kind of noxious. Did they have it? Who was Number T again? Or were you meaning number 1? I don't remember number T that much. My memory of Kids Next Door is like pretty like base there. Oh yeah, number 2's little brother. I completely forgot about him. Yeah, he was annoying as heck. Oh god. Oh, scratch that. I remember my. Oh, actually, you're just reminding me of 2. Well, okay. So number T, I completely forgot. Number T was number 2's little brother. Yeah, he was like, you know, the little brother. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be just as cool. And blah blah blah. He was a turd. How do I get over there? Is the question. I need to go left and down this way, huh? I gotta do that. I'll do that real quick. And I was also remembering, God. So number 1's name is Nigel. I don't remember number 5's name. I remember number 4 was Wally, number 3 was Kooky, number 2 was Hoagie, and number 1 was Nigel. I don't remember number 5's name. Somebody will remind me later. The other character that I was a little iffy on, but I guess she kind of grew on me was, I think her name was Lizzie? I think that's her name. She was Nigel's girlfriend. And I think I was a point where... Is that her name? Erica? I don't remember. You guys would know more than me. No, not this place. I really don't remember her name. It'll come to me later. But Lizzie, I think, was her name. Yeah. She was voiced by and it's funny too because like the woman who voiced Lizzie, this is gonna be like, I'm gonna get like maybe like 2 or 3 people that are gonna get this because I really try to know a lot about voice actors and actresses. The woman who voiced Lizzie also voiced Mandy in Billy and Mandy. If that's not enough of a shocker, she also voices Black Canary in Batman the Brave and the Bold. If that's not enough of a shocker, she also voices Daphne in some of the more current Scooby-Doo like shows and movies and stuff. May I go on? Yeah, it's pretty nuts. The capabilities people have. What is this? I shall now test your heart. If you are a true demon, then you may see what lies beyond this door. I guess I'm a true demon. Although I thought I was more human. Whatever. Oh no, I got nonsense in here, don't I? What's this? Okay. Okay. But yeah, Lizzie I don't fully remember other than being like obnoxiously loud and be like, Nige! Or stuff like that. And I was like, oh god, please, just stop. And it makes me wonder, like, why, Nigel? Like, you had better chemistry with, like, that leader girl that I don't remember. But I'm not gonna be ranting about shipping or anything in this. That's not my that's not my plan for this. My plan for this is just, like, remembering all the Codename Kids Next Door characters. And again, not all of those were bad. Because, and if anyone... I'm wondering if this is a spoiler, what I'm about to say. Then again, Codename Kids Next Door came out early 2000s. I can't imagine anybody watching this would care too much. You know what, I won't spoil, but I'll just say, they talk about their parents to a deal. Let's just say that some of the main characters' parents are pretty cool. Yeah. Like, I don't want to give too many spoilers in case, I don't know, there's like somebody watching this video that doesn't know Kids Next Door. Which, if you don't know what Kids Next Door is, or don't remember Kids Next Door, if you don't want to listen to this rant, because I've got to talk about it, I can't just let it be. By all means, skip like a minute into this video, maybe like 40 seconds. I'll be brief. Starting now. Okay, so exactly, you're right, my man, Noeves, because I was going to talk about Number Zero, who is Nigel's father. Number Zero, who also is the son of like the main antagonist in this series, who is father, who's like this black silhouette dude who like has command of fire. Yeah, Nigel's father is Number Zero, who's like the original, like, the Kids Next Door. He's like the champion, like the goated hero, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he kind of loses memory to like save the day. That's all, dude. Nah, sorry, you're wrong, buddy. It's his brother. Wait, what? No, isn't, Nigel's father, like... Nigel's father... No, I'm not talking about... Yeah, father... I know what you mean. Father, the main villain, is technically number one's uncle, but I'm talking about Nigel, number one's father, is he was a Kids Next Door, and he basically fought against father. That's what I meant. Like, not father as in father is the fire guy. It's very confusing. Because there's father, there's evil, and then there's... Okay, you know what I'm going for, folks. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But there was a special that talked about it. It's really legit. Okay, you can come back. Spoilers done. But yeah, like, some of the adults weren't bad. Like, obviously their parents were, like, cool. And it was just interesting because having kids working the mines. Actually, you just reminded me. There was an equivalent of the Kids Next Door. Well, not really equivalent, but there was, like, their rivals, I guess I'll say it. The delightful children from down the lane, who were, like, just 5 kids that talked about him. Even crazier... Okay, no, wait, there's another... No, I'm not gonna spoil. But I know those that know, the delightful children from down the lane, wasn't that just a shocker to find out more about them? You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Like, who they actually be? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna life drain you. Because I remember, like, Kid B was like, dude! No way. And it was just so sad. It sucked, but it is what it is. Test my... God, the enemy raid. Oh, man, I'm dealing with all you guys, huh? Man, I haven't dealt with you guys in a second. Also, I don't remember what you guys are weak to. Can I physically attack y'all? Fighting Asiel, the boss. Repels, dark, nulls, light, resist magic. Got it. I gotta use physical skills. Fun. Like, the first season was just like, oh god, I forgot that's what they looked like. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna throw a Tetracard in case they try to do some funny business to me. And I think I'm more scared of you because you have Dragon Eye. Alright, do your worst. Bring it. Alright, now we both got Tetracard. But now I can't use Tetracard, which means I can't do much, so... I'm useless. This is all you, Rhino. God, why can't I not remember any of, like, the other villains of the, Codename Kids Next Door? Like, when I think about it, the only things that come to mind were obviously Father, Delightful Children. I remember what was it, the evil lunch lady that had, like, one of the coolest episodes? The toilet paper man. Oh, yeah! Oh, God, yeah, that was his name, right? Well, what was that dude? There was, like, a toilet paper... Oh, God, what was that dude? I forgot about that guy. Well, clearly I'm not really missing much if I'm, like, forgetting about him. Save your turn. Get rid of them. The Candy Pirates, yeah! Oh, and also not just the Candy Pirates, but there was, like number 5's, like, old, like, friend who also becomes bad. I think his name was, like, Heine or Hemi or something. It's like, he basically was like a German equivalent to, like, oh god, the enemy rate is crazy here! Alright, well, no physical attacks, got it. I don't remember. Yeah, Maurice. I remember him too. Well, I remember bits and pieces. It's been so long since I've seen it. Also, why am I using magic? Magic doesn't do much. I should not. I should just be spamming Jiraiya Dance. But I was gonna talk about, like, and this is definitely like a memory that I'll never forget. There was an episode. I don't know what season it was in. Y'all got so much jokes. Totally remember. Oh god, it's been so long. You're just like bringing up so much nostalgia in my mind, man. I was gonna talk about save your turn. No point attacking because you have Tetracard. I'll just keep using this. There was the lunch. Going back to the lunch lady. Well, the Candy Pirates too, but the Candy Pirates, I remember them more in, like, the first season. I don't really remember them much in later episodes, though. This sucks. Don't throw money away, please. Well, there goes $3,000 bucks. All right. Thanks. I don't really remember the Candy Pirates as much as, like, the first season. Like, one of those, like, okay, they used to be, like, bad enemies, and then they just kind of, like, fell off kilter. They were like, alright, they were a thing. Yeah, there was a vampire that spanked a lot. Sir Spanks a lot or something like that. I do remember that. Not that it was, like, a crazy thing. I remember... Oh, to finish that earlier rant I was going to talk about. The Lunch Lady had, like, that cool, like, musical episode that had, like, I think a rock group that did the music, their instrumental for it, which is, by the way, I'm not gonna lie, was legit. And what was that hamster, though? What was the hamster's name? I remember it was like it was a big buff hamster. Because it was like, and what's even cool, too, sorry, I'm going somewhere with this. One of the, I need Meteor Horn, I don't know why I'm doing this. One of the episodes, like, what's cool about Codename Kids Next Door is that it does what most cartoons don't do. It actually, like, is chronologically continuing. Because earlier, before that Lunch Lady episode, number 2 develops, like, this machine that, like, I don't know what the experiment was, but it was supposed to, like, I don't know, boost something, and he gets shot into it by accident as he's eating, like, a chili dog, and ends up making him a teenager, and he ends up falling in love with somebody's sister, I think it's number 5, Sis, who's, like, voiced by Cree Summer, who voices many other characters like that kind of nature. But let's be honest, though, she has a very cool voice. Like, she's so dope in every way, shape, or form. So, call me a fan. Yes, I know. But what's cool about Codename Kids Next Door is it does what most of the cartoons don't, is you still see that machine and the hamster that was going to experiment later on in that Lunch Lady episode, many episodes after. Like, it's one of those shows that continues on. So it's like, yeah, it's not just like a one-off episode. Like, usually how, you know how cartoons were, it'll be like, oh, we saved the day, and then the next episode, it could even be in the same episode. Like, you know how some cartoons will be like, oh, we saved the day in one episode, and then we'll, like, go get lunch, and then not remember what we did that first episode? Codename Kids Next Door is one of those few shows where I was like, hey, yeah, I remember when we dealt with, like, this, or this back in season 1. Let's bring it up as some sort of thing in season 2 or 3. And that was so cool, because it made me feel like, yeah, they were more, like, personal and more relatable. And why do you not have energy, Rido? We need to fix that soon. I'm just gonna fill out this map area real quick. Just get that over with. Alright, map's done. What's in the middle? Nothing? Well, that was useless. And they're just a bunch of tough enemies. What was the point of this? Now leave here. What was the point? I don't see the point of that room. Whatever, it'll come to me later, I guess. Oh, what do you do? I will activate it. No, like, Codename Kids Next Door, like, just did a lot of things that back then was revolutionary. Like, you don't see that kind of thing in Ed, Edd n Eddy. Ooh, that opens something. Well, I want to go there. So that's where I'm going. After I deal with these enemies. Ow. 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 You're done? You're satisfied? Oh, God, come on. I gotta think about some other, like, goated Cartoon Network shows. I gotta provoke. That's what I need to do more of. I do want to talk about newer ones. I do want to talk about... You ever hear about the Ed, Edd n Eddy creepypasta? Is that the one where... And for my younger audiences listening to this, I strongly... Well, first off, if you're watching me, I think we're, like, mature. Not that I'm broadcasting to adults or kids, but I like to think that my audience is, like, cool. So if you're a lot more softer at heart, allow me to say this with all my heart. I am very sorry if this may become touchy, because I am going to talk, at least what I know the creepypasta is. I am sorry if this offends. I am sorry if this scares you or traumatizes you. I hope it doesn't. I am just trying to nerd out and be entertaining. Okay? Alright. Is the creepypasta about the whole thing about how they assumed the Eds were all, like, all the characters in the Ed, Edd n Eddy show were, like, dead, and the whole cul-de-sac thing was basically, like, purgatory? It was supposed to be, like, that's why it never showed, like, their parents too much, or they never showed them aging. They were constantly just in the cul-de-sac area. Is that the kind of thing? From different time periods and stuff? Like, yeah, exactly, from different time periods. Like, Rolf was, like, old world, like, Sarah and Jimmy were, like, babies kind of deal, like, that kind of thing, yeah. So, for context, for those that don't know, there was a creepypasta. I think the only reason I found out was because there was, like, a Watch Mojo video about, like, your cartoons theories that will shake up your childhood or something like that. And one of them was talking about, like, the Eds are all, like, the characters in Ed and Eddie are all in purgatory, based off, not only their different time periods, but, like, their sins. For example, Eddie's obsessed with money. To go back to the Ed and Eddie rant, Eddie's obsessed with money because supposedly he was during the Great Depression and just needed money, like, really badly. That's the only one that truly comes to mind more than the others. I know somebody will, like, you know, bring that memory up to me later. But yeah, that was the whole thing of the creepypasta on that. And I was like, that makes sense. Like, it makes sense when you think about their personalities. The problem is I can't really think of anybody else's other than Eddie's. Eddie's is the easiest to remember, if that makes sense. God, that move sucks! And I die! It doesn't remind me any Screw you. Okay, screw you. You tried to kill me immediately. If I didn't have Endure, I would have been so pissed off. I would have been so pissed off if that actually worked. Oh my god. I would have had to do all this over. Barely. I barely did. If I didn't have... I can't even begin to believe the kind of BS I just witnessed. He literally killed Lilith and was like, screw this. I'm making you suffer. And only attacked me. This game, man, I can't... I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'll just move on. But yeah, that was the creepypasta. I can't remember much about the other ones, though. This way? Wait, what was this path? Oh, nothing. Okay. Oh, a burial chamber. Oh, great. If I want to fight bosses again. Here lies Mitra. Hell no. And then, apparently a boss wait, but didn't I just fight Metatron? Is that not one? It's probably a boss I have yet to discover. Weird. Alright, well, whatever. I guess that's all for this path. I'm curious about this demon thing, though. Is it, like... Maybe that's a room to, like, fight strong demons to, like, level up, I'm guessing? I don't know. Like, there has to be some use for this room. Whatever. Before I end it, let me go back to that floor. I gotta try that Lilith thing. Or Lilith. And honestly, if they die, I could just bring them back. Because if it's really just bad as them... Which is messed up to say that. But if they just die, I could just bring them back with Samarakarm. Doesn't help with you idiots coming out of nowhere. Y'all need to just go away. I could do one more Cartoon Network show as a rant. But I don't know which... I'm just gonna... Okay. First, I'm just gonna provoke. I don't want to talk about Samurai Jack. Ed and Eddie we talked about enough. We did Camp Laszlo. Oh! I got one. I know what I'm gonna end my rant on. Excuse me. This one is a personal, like... love to me. Like, I love this show. It's just sweet to me, and I can... My folks and I, like... My parents and I, like, remember... Well, most of my mom and I, we have a lot of good memories from it. We'll actually watch it. For those that want context, I'm talking about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That show, to me, is just like... I watched that show during a very interesting time in my life, where it was just a very sweet period. Like, it was a very feel-good show. Because we all have that. We all have that imaginary friend that we wish were real. Some of us probably still have them now. More power to you. I need to just get rid of you. There you go. Goodbye. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. If anybody wants a memory restart on that bad boy. Rido wants to talk? Rido can't talk. Well, I mean, he can, but it's just gonna be Godo talking to me, isn't it? Rido clenched his fists.
You're just as strong as we expected.
You received Jade. Wait, Jade from Dragon Quest XI? Oh my god, my favorite? My waifu? No? Oh, shame. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the whole premise was like, what if your imaginary friends, the one that you had growing up if you had one, no matter what you designed him or made him look like? Oh, Jade from Jackie Chan. Jade from Jackie Chan Adventures? Oh my god, no. Oh god, now I want to talk about Jackie Chan Adventures, because that show was like, oh my god, that was like so good. Remembering the talismans, I freaking loved that show with a passion. I remember getting up so early for Kids WB just to like watch that. I know I could watch it now, but it's just not the same. Well, season 1 is still, like, best, but, oh my god. Yeah, we'll save it for the WB episode. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna save it for a WB episode, but no, I'm gonna end this, as I get back to this, with the Cartoon Network one. I'm gonna do more Cartoon Network ones. Oh, don't worry, I can find it. I easily have sources for finding, for some of these cartoons. But no, we're gonna do this as a Cartoon Network one, don't worry. We'll do more Cartoon Network ones, probably in different series or shows. I'm not gonna just end it with that, but I do want to end it with Foster's. I could talk about other ones. I could talk about Gumball. I could talk about Megas XLR. I could talk about Secret Saturdays, because I remember bringing that up. We can bring up that for that and Toonami and other episodes. But let's finish it with Foster's, yeah? Foster's was, again, the premise was, what if you can imagine your imaginary friends were real? Like, no matter what they were, as long as they were, like, you know, in your mind, you can imagine them well, they'd be real. And the premise was, the main character was this kid named Mac, who I totally relate in so many ways. Not the fact that I have a giant, like, forehead or anything. I'm not looking like, Tommy from, God, what's that show? From Robot Boy, which is another, nostalgic show. You're welcome, memory people. We'll talk about that later. I'll use this. But, Mac had... Although his mom was like, I think his mom like worked a lot. He was bullied by his big brother Terrence, who was just an absolute jerk, who I'm pretty sure was voiced by also Tara Strong. I think it was voiced by, or Terrence was voiced by. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, whatever. Mac had this imaginary friend that he made to like handle Terrence and, you know, be a best friend. It was the coolest friend you can ask for, named Blue, who was basically like elongated, not to sound too edgy, but how was God not canon? How is God not canon? I don't know. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, because, you know, well, first off, that's a very touchy subject to talk about now that I think about it. And I know some people probably talked about it, but they probably were like trying to be a lot more sweeter about it. I don't think a lot of kids that age were like thinking about God being imaginary or anything. Not that I'm going to touch on religion or anything on this, because I know if I talk on religion in my channel, it's going to be a thing. I want to be more like chill and vibe. I'm not going to offend anybody, so you won't get me getting my 2 cents on that. Whatever religion or non-religion you believe in, you do you. That's what it is with me. And I'm not saying it because it's not touchy, it's just because I'm too lazy. Truest in sense to bring that up. But in order to handle Terrence, back to Foster's, Blue was made. Like, literally just imagined and came to life, because in the world of Foster's, your imaginary friends, no matter what they look like, which I know, like, I guess mature audience would be like, well, if anything I can imagine come true, then I guess technically, yeah, even your wildest fantasies can come to reality. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that move. Oh well. But at a point, it became a problem, because even though, yeah, Mac was able to handle Terrence with Blue, they didn't have room, and they were like, you have to get rid of Blue. Or Mom was like, you have to get rid of Blue. And Mac's like, no, he's my friend, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, you gotta do it. That's it? I thought that move would do a little bit more than just a simple, like, that was a lame move. Whatever. And luckily, there's a place that adopts imaginary friends that are left behind. Maybe for adults that don't want to have their imaginary friends. Which, by the way, I think adults can have imaginary friends too, but it's mostly like kids, I think. I think it's usually, I don't know the stipulation, because Terrence was a teen, right? And he was able to do it. And I think there were some adults that were able to do it, or is it just like younger people? Like, my age and younger, I think we're allowed. I don't know. Eventually, Mac and Blue discovered that there was a place called Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which was owned by this sweet old lady named Madam Foster, and being taken care of by her imaginary friend, the rabbit that I don't remember. Mr. Harriman? Is that his name? I think his name is Harriman or something. Who's basically like, oh, sorry, to finish that off. Blue looks like Blinky, the Pac-Man Ghost, the blue one, but like somebody put him through like that torture device that stretched him out. Yeah, there you go. And then, Harriman looks like the white rabbit from Foster's, but less white, more uppity, and more boring and more of a nag. There you go. And as well as Frankie Foster, who was Madame Foster's, like, granddaughter? Or grandniece or something? Memory's kind of gone on me. Some relation, because her name's Frankie Foster, so they're best related. And the first episode was like, okay, cool, we gotta find some way to, like, have Blue in there. And the problem was, Mac didn't want to get rid of Blue, but here's the thing. Blue was surprisingly desired by a lot of people, and was going to be taken in against his will if he didn't do anything. And then Mac was dealing with Terrence, so there had to be something to be done. And I don't remember the full plot, but basically there was this whole gimmick, which basically serves as, like, the reason for the show, was, after some hijinks happen, Madame Foster sees Blue and Mac and is like, okay, how about we cut a deal? As long as you promise to come to the home each and every day, we promise that Blue will not be adopted. And Mac was like, bet. And which was great because Mac ended up becoming friends with more people, not just Frankie and Madame Foster, but became friends with Wilt, who was like this really tall, orange basketball dude voiced by, I think his name was D. Bradley Baker, I hope I'm not wrong, or Kevin Michael Richardson? Or was it Kevin Michael Richardson? I don't remember his name, or voice actor, but I know he voiced a lot of characters. He was the same dude who voiced Static Shock, whoever was that. There was Eduardo. I really do not know his voice actor. And then there was Coke, who was like this big monster guy who was like the softest dude. Like, he was just the sweetest peach. Who was also one of my personal favorites, not gonna lie. He was probably my second favorite. Just over Coco, the next person I was gonna talk about, who was like... What is Coco, actually? Cheese? Oh no, we I don't want to talk about cheese. You're gonna make me talk about cheese, aren't you? Alright, fine. So, yeah, that's the basic premise of the show, is like, each and every day, Mac comes by, and it's just hijinks at the Foster home. Nothing too crazy, nothing too, like, heavy, but it's just, like, lighthearted fun. Blue ends up causing some mayhem and mischief, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, alright, fine, I'll talk about it. There was an episode later on where, like, to bring up the cheese thing, because No Weebs is talking about cheese here. Cheese is another imaginary friend that the episode starts out with, like, Mac waking up. Yeah, I remember this, actually. And he's like, oh my god, I, like, made another imaginary friend. And I guess apparently it's like, I don't know, is it taboo to make more than one imaginary friend or something? I don't know. But essentially, like, the first day, like, Mac and Blue are working on, like, this race car to, like, go down. It's gonna be fun. And then it cuts to, like, nighttime, and when Mac wakes up in the morning, he wakes up to, like, this little yellowy, like, derpy character named Cheese, who's like, I like cereal, I like chocolate milk, and he's just like a baby, but he's very, like, he's got a very interesting character, let's say that much. And he goes there, and he's like, yeah, so I guess I ended up making a baby brother for you, Blue. And Blue's like, oh, you made a baby brother without my consent? How did you do this? And Mac's like, yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to take care of it. And Cheese is like, he's sweet, but God, he's, like, also annoying. Bless his soul, because he's cute, but not fun cute. It's just painful. But there's a lot of memes about Cheese that a lot of people will probably remember. So if you don't remember Cheese, you're welcome. And there was a whole bunch of things about, like, oh, Mac made him, and I think the running gag in that episode was, like, every time someone brought up about Cheese, like, the very first one was like, Blue was like, so you made cheese, and Mac was like, yeah. It's like, wait, so when you think about it together, that makes you, and then Mac's like, don't, and then Blue's like, you're, and then Mac's like, don't, and then he's like, you're, and then Mac's like, don't say, and then I think Madame Foster comes out of nowhere and says, Mac and cheese, and then it does a rim shot, and it's just so funny. And don't worry, Blue gets his moment too, because it's the same thing with, I think Eduardo or someone, and then it's like, blue cheese, ugh. But the overall punchline of it is, let one burn with light step forward. I don't really have any light, so I don't want this. I want the chaos one. Where's the chaos door? Is that... What's this door again? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What's this door? Great luck. Who's my luck demons? The punchline is, and if I apologize, if this is a spoiler, like, really? Okay, I get it with the Code Kids Next Door thing, I do apologize, but I can't really forgive this one, because Foster's a lot more, like, soft-hearted, that I don't think this counts as a spoiler. And if it is, I am apologize, but come on. Come on, man. So the punchline is, Mac has a neighbor named Louise who ends up making cheese. But cheese, like, I guess goes into Mac's apartment or house or something. And this whole time they thought it was actually Mac's thing, but it wasn't. And the punchline is, of course, the cheese Louise. Yeah, I get it, blah, blah, blah. There you go. But yeah, that was the cheese thing. And cheese does come back. Foster's is one of those things that brings great luck, huh? I need to see, like, my luck demons. Foster's is one of those, like, feel-good shows that you could watch. None of the episodes are, like, super depressing or heavy or anything. It's like a feel-good show that not many people, I feel, will be turned off from it. Who's my luckiest demon? Mother Harlot's 22. Ugh. I could try Black Frost. I'll try Black Frost. But yeah, Foster's just, like, a very sweet show. Like, there's very few characters in it. I mean, there's a lot of characters in the show, don't get me wrong. Like, alone, not even the imaginary friends, like, I said Wilt, I said Coco, Harriman, Duchess, Barry, gosh, I can't remember most. There's a lot of them, dude. Like, a lot of them. I cannot remember it. And there's a few human characters, too, like, there's Terrence, there's Mac, there's Frankie. I think there was Goo as well, who was she was the black girl with the braids. Alright, let's try you, Black Frost. Nice! Oh, maybe I just need to be over 20 or something. Hi, I'm in here now. Where does this lead me? That leads me back out. That leads me somewhere. Well, let's explore this real quick. But Foster's a very feel-goody show that I just can't imagine people not disliking. And, I don't know, it's a very special part in my heart. It's like... And I can't take credit for this. I actually gotta give credit to my mom, Mama Vitamin, the lovely Bella Oshun, for those that wish to know. She and I have a good history with Foster's. Like, we actually will watch it. We equate it to, like, Peanuts, like the Peanuts specials. I'm not gonna go on a rant on Peanuts. I'm just saying, like, Peanuts is one of those shows that it's like, it comes on, like, every now and then, every year. Like, there's no reason to not like it. It's a good show in general. Like, there's not really many people that dislike it, you know what I mean? That's what I equate to Foster's. And it's just a special part in our heart. And I don't know, maybe it's a special part in you guys' heart. By all means, tell me what you guys remember about Foster's. Or, in general, what do you guys think about, like, other Cartoon Network shows? Like I said, I am going to talk about more Cartoon Network shows throughout these various seasons. I'm going to go in here, though. Ooh! Don't mind if I... Oh, there was a chest in there. Alright, fine. Oh, well, I got a beat at least, but this one kind of was lame. Oh, it just looped me. Okay. Although it worries me because I saw a monster thing on that door, and I hope I have the qualifications to enter it. Man, do I have time to do another Cartoon Network show? No, I don't! Oh my gosh, I am so over. Oh man, I am literally running myself ragged. Holy moly. I apologize. This was not supposed to be over 2 hours. Well, I mean, it's basically 2 hours. Thanks, fool. I normally try not to do my videos for over 2 hours. Sorry, YouTube. I guess you just got a couple minutes extra. Yeah, I guess I'll just end this fight and then I'll just call it. Man, I was gonna go talking about, the lesser-known shows. I was actually gonna bring up, like, shows that you might have forgotten, like Squirrel Boy and, well, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Squirrel Boy popped up, but I was actually gonna talk about Megas XLR, which was basically an anime. And fun fact, even though, if I could just briefly talk about, I'll talk about Megas XLR in the next Cartoon Network-based one later on in the future, but Megas XLR, is basically an anime. It's basically an anime. Giant mechs. It was my first exposure to Gundam before I knew what Gundam was, and Mecha before I knew what Mecha was. Oh, come on, Lilith. You gotta work on that girl. What are you doing, man? You gotta do butt ugly. Are you talking about butt ugly Martians? Oh, you know I gotta talk about it. No, you're gonna make this video longer. Oh crap. That just loops me around. Okay, then hear about this. I gotta stop the video. I can't go over my quota. I'm gonna just leave it literally like this. I'm gonna just suspend it. Well, first off, I'm gonna leave it like this, so that way get to see my seriousness in action. But yeah, no. We definitely gotta talk about it. But what does But Ugly Martians qualify as? Is that Nickelodeon? Is that Cartoon Network? Is that... Because I remember watching it, but my exposure to But Ugly Martians was like VHS tapes. I don't remember what channel I watched it on. Was that Nickelodeon? Oh, man, we'll have to do a Nickelodeon episode, huh? I wonder if I'll talk about Nickelodeon and Nocturne, or will I talk about Nickelodeon other ones? I don't know, maybe we'll see. I mean, for my viewers that stick with all my series, you might see me talk about it in other ones. Otherwise, that will do it for here. Let's do, like, we'll say this as a part 1 of Cartoon Network. Because I was going to talk about, like, some of the shows that were a bit disappointing. I was going to talk about why I don't like Flapjack. Some of the shows that were okay, but whatever, like Craig of the Creek and everything. But we'll call it here. So, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for dealing with my rants of Cartoon Network. I really want to talk about more, and I want to get more people to really, like, you know, lay it on me about what your favorite show is. And by the way, tell me what you remember. This is, again, a Cartoon Network-based one, so I only want things on Cartoon Network. And even more specifically, I'm not including Magoozy. I'm not including Toonami. I'm not including Adult Swim. I'm only including just pure Cartoon Network, like just normal CN shows. So think of like old school classic ones from like Robot Jones and Time Squad and Powerpuff Girls and I Am Weasel, to later ones like Craig of the Creek or We Bare Bears, or what's a show that came out a while ago? OKKO. Adventure Time, things like that. Yeah, like something around, like Coward Chicken, for example. Like, gosh, there's so many. And great, now I'm gonna extend my video. I gotta stop. I have terrible willpower. I'm so sorry for ranting. But then again, I needed something to entertain you guys while I was doing this, so this works. But of course, for those that are just like watching it just for the sake of gameplay, let's talk about it real quick. Yeah, we fought Metatron, which was a freaking nuts fight. I wonder if I'll be able to summon him at some point. Usually when I beat these bosses, I can make him. I'll have to look into it later. But yeah, on the next episode, we'll open this door. We'll find out where it leads to. And then we'll find out how to get through these doors. I need to find Chaos. I have the Lilith and Lilim. I'm going to hope that maybe one of them can open that door, and we can go in there. And I know there's one of them that's like, I think light or something. I'm going to have to just do some demon farming and make some demons, because now that I think about it, we're at the end, right? Once I go through that staircase, it says the Abyss. I'm nervous because I don't know where the point of no return is. Like, usually in Mega 10 games, there's usually like a point of no return, and I don't know if it's there or somewhere else, because I refuse to look it up. I want to go blind. Do you stream at this time constantly? No, okay, so due to life, I end up being forced to stream late nights. I do have my schedule up. I am trying to change it, but usually I do stream, let's say, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays around the same time of night. It usually dances between like 7 to 10, we'll say that range. I know it's a big range because sometimes I might be able to get out of my responsibilities earlier, sometimes it doesn't. If it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesdays it ends up being earlier. It usually ends up being close to my current time. I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm here on the west coast of America. It's usually around around 7, more around that range. But it's usually between 7 to 10. I usually try not to do later streams, and there are times where I might be able to get like an impromptu early stream, but constantly, like, my regular schedule is usually like night streams, like tonight, right before midnight. Earlier on, and hopefully I'll be able to see you in more videos. It was great to talk to you, and thank you for bringing more memories, because I completely forgot about Coward Chicken and freaking Number T, that freaking little twerp. But yeah, story-wise, we fought Metatron, and I don't know if this is the point of no return, and I'm kind of nervous, so, you're old, bro? Oh, fair. Age is nothing but a number, let me tell you that much. The only age, if you're feeling old, it's only in your mind. Don't let it be your body and your soul. Your soul and body are way younger than you think they are. Even if you're like 200. Which, I'll say that, and I guarantee you there's like probably a 200-year-old watching this, and it's like, I think he's making fun of me. But okay, that's enough me ranting, because I'm holding you guys up. Thank you, Aaron, for tuning in. Like I said, next episode we'll open this door. And I think what I'm going to do is I want to open these doors. I want to figure out how to open these doors without looking it up. I know one of these doors was like light, and one of these doors was like chaos. thanks to No Weebs, I'm gonna assume that Lilith or Lilim can do it. I don't know about Light, though. I think I need to make, like, an angel or something. And I don't think I have many angels. So hopefully I'll do it. Maybe I'll get a friend to, like, tell me. Which, of course, will be on Wednesdays, as usual. Because Wednesdays, I'm thinking, will be, like, my Atlas days, where I'll play Atlas games. And I do want to end this video on one other positive note. Because I have to say more things, and I just love to hear the sound of my voice. I got my Elgato fixed up properly. I got a new Elgato. I know I've talked about this before, but Vitamin did an interesting purchase. Vitamin decided to buy a PS2 Slim at my local retro store, and it's in working condition, which means I can play other PS2 games that I've always wanted to play and never got a chance to. So I'm thinking, like, maybe Wednesdays, because eventually I'll beat Nocturne, right? I'll maybe use Wednesdays to be an excuse to play old Atlas games as well as new ones. So I think I'm making Wednesdays my Atlas days, where I'll play games specifically made by Atlas. Because not only did I buy this, I'm actually holding a copy of this game. Is called Stella Deuce, and it's got a picture of this woman posing. And honestly, I'll talk about it more in the next episode. In fact, I'll literally start the next episode talking about it. So I'll leave you guys with that. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in. I hope we'll be able to have more fun. Next episode, we'll go through this door. I'll try to figure out how to open these doors, and then we'll decide if I'm going to go through the Kalpa or I'll go overworld farming, because I still need to figure out where this last freaking Magatama is. I'm missing one. I gotta freaking figure that out. But yeah, oh, I gotta do the cool voice.
If by all means you like this quality of video, or you wish to follow me more in my exploits, then please by all means follow me on my Twitch under the handle of VitaminDGR. At the same time, my YouTube friends, you can also subscribe to me and even like my videos under the YouTube under the same handle. You already know you're in the right place when you see the love of dog, something I usually say in the beginning of my videos, but now I'm saying it here at the end. By all means, I want to give a shout out to No Weebs a lot. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, No Weebs, excuse me. I was trying to look cool as sound cool as I read your name, but I ended up flubbing my words, and I do apologize. But nonetheless, I hope I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, by all means, come relax, come vibe, and come take a chill pill with old Vitamin. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Farewell.